was thinking about this, and I was thinking, like, I kind of want to... There's a lot of really, like pretty freaking strong greater supports. And I was thinking about the concept of, okay, what if we did Sands of Time and just try to see if we could come up with a skill that just overlaps with a bunch of the overpowered ones to see how many of them we could layer together efficiently. Like, my initial thought was actually... I know I haven't done a Shockwave Nova Procession build. Frost Mage doesn't count, by the way, just so we're clear. So one of my thoughts was actually... could do something around that skill, because I think that skill overlaps with a few different of the greater ridiculous supports. It would work with, for example, I believe, Overload Intensity would work with it. Greater Spell Echo works with it. What's some other good examples? We could do Unholy Trinity with it. I was basically just thinking of, like, skill gems that would overlap with a bunch of the pretty busted supports that we could all layer together. Short stream? Yeah, it's gonna be a shorter stream today. I am going to be picking up the kids from school later today. My wife has something to do for her job, so I'm gonna be ending a bit shorter. I'm gonna be doing picking up the kids and whatnot. So we're only gonna be streaming for like 3 or 4 hours, 4 hours probably, roughly. But I figure we could blast some Breach and think about what build we want to do next. And my Axio J-Balls, appreciate the sub. You promised an Unleash build at some point? We could look at Unleash too. I do like Unleash. I definitely want to do one with Oshabi at some point. What I would do with it though, I don't know. I don't think Unleash really works with Sands of Time as far as I know. Yo, J-Balls, what's going on, man? Followed your beer craft from yesterday. Thanks to biting the bullet on filling your prefixes on the 1 and 12, so I didn't have to. No problem, man. I'm happy to help. Happy to be of assistance, really. I'm glad you didn't get screwed on it. What about Widowhail? Something in Reliquarian? I don't know if I'm too enthusiastic about Reliquarian, guys. Reliquarian, I think, is just super lackluster. I am not a Reliquarian believer, really. For Saints Time, I wonder if Cast and Crit would work with it. So you'd have 5 spells linked to Cast and Crit. 50 cast speed. Whether or not Saints... I don't know if Saints Time works with Cast and Crit. I have no idea. I thought it was a self-cast only type of thing. I would need to do some testing with that. I have no idea. A unique with a good volatile roll? Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of those. A lot of things that get a lot of power from volatiles. Do you have a tree for Budget Breach? Just look up Fubgun's Budget Breach video. I literally just yoinked. I just yoinked this tree because I didn't really want to think about putting it together. I just copy and pasted that. Give me the loot. There's so many mobs that respawns, dude. It's freaking crazy. Any plans to make a budget version? I did a video on that literally today on YouTube. Check it out. Going over that very specific question. We set it up last night on stream and just posted a video on it this morning. How's this for an Awakener Orb? Oh, shoot, I pressed alt. Oh! It was a trap! It was a trap! Get me out of the zone. There's too much stuff on the ground. How's this for Awakened Orb? Crit chance, crit multi? Yo, that's really good. That's a really solid Awakened Orb. Very, very nice, man. Very, very nice. Add a command for budget cyclone. Oh, that's a good idea. Are you 95% snack free? Well, I did eat lunch before starting stream, so I don't know if that counts or not. I don't know if that counts or not. 43k hive blood. We need a little bit more of that. Thanks, Always, for adding the cyclone command. Appreciate ya. Something duplicated. You'll love to see the thing that says duplicated. That's what y'all want to see. Ooh, Divine Orb. We're getting paid, boys. We're getting paid. Muted? Oh, sorry, I wasn't muted. I was just enjoying the Herald of Ice pops. I was getting a little bit wrapped up in it. That's my bad. Oh, that's my bad. That Divine Orb. I want it bad. You can't hear Lance when he's doing his snacking. I'm not snacking. I'm just killing monsters, man. I was just killing some monsters. It's not a crime, okay? It is not a crime. No treadmill today? I'm walking right now. We do have a treadmill. I took the opportunity to leave a crying about the budget version of the build comment because you asked for it. I did not ask for it. What? What the hell? At no point did I ask for that. I think you greatly misinterpreted. More maps, pack size. He sounds like he's walking, but he's munching. I'm not munching. I'm just walking. I'm just walking. Don't worry about it. How does this do against bosses? That's fine. If they die, we kill them. We do what needs to be done, you know what I'm saying? We blow them up. And over the loot. Check the belt. Could be HH. It is not. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I got a massive resonator belt. Oh, that's pretty nice. I'm not llama. Hey, Greek Myth. Appreciate the sub, man. How you doing? I only downvoted like 4 super cons your video already. Thanks, Juve. As you prophesied, yeah, something like that. Something like that. It's all reliable. Oh, my first simplex? GG, dude. GG. Oh. Not a bad map. +1 to the tink counter. Continue we shall. Why do you have 8 gems in your item? Isn't the max 6? The weapon I have it socketed in has support gems on it. So you'll notice that on this item, it says supported by endurance charge, socketed more attack. Both of those appear as links, and the gem is imbued with power charge on crit, which also appears in the links. So that's why it looks like it's a 9 link, because there's 3 supports that are from 2 from the item, 1 from the imbue. That's the TLDR, so to speak. Would Excel Shrine be a big damage loss? Would Excel Shrine be a big damage loss? You'd just be playing a different build. And it wouldn't really be a charge stacker if you get rid of some charges. Could you do that? Sure. You could do that if you want to do that. Did you manage to get the jewel you're working towards? No. No, I haven't got the jewel, unfortunately. I am still looking. Still dreaming about a time when I get the jewel. The jewel is the white whale that I'm looking for, or something like that. Ooh, Divine Orb. Yes, please. I'll take a Divine Orb. I do like those. Basic currency, chance to duplicate. Yes, please. Yes, please. Another Divine Orb. Dude, I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. The budget breach is worth. There's some good stuff in here. There's some good stuff in here. What count quant size? I'm running 8 mod maps. You can see the quant and the rarity of the side. Or the pack size. Just 8 mod maps. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not like setting on some minimum quant or anything. I literally just bought a bunch of 8 mod maps that had no super annoying mods, and then I just been killing monsters. Adrenaline, Divine Shrine, doesn't really matter. Oh, I see. Not a juicer. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. I see. Not a juicer. He doesn't know about juicing. I think he doesn't realize the greatness that is spending half my time in my hideout rolling maps. Ooh, it sounds so fun. Do you not realize the joy of using simply is uneducated matter? Have I dropped the jewel yet? No, I haven't. Still looking. Still dreaming. If you'd like to do a budget version, check out my YouTube. We set up a much less expensive version last night on stream, and I posted a video about it today. This was also a map juicer here. Would never shut about Veda Hideout. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of time freaking rolling maps. Oh, yikes. How do you search for 8 mod maps on trade? You just search for... I just do tier 16 rare maps, and then I put in like 40 pack size. Usually that returns 8 mod maps. You don't get 40 pack size usually without 8 mods. And then what I do is I look for listings that were like a certain price, not too cheap, otherwise you won't find the bulk. You need to go for more expensive listings to find the bulk. And then you'll port to people's hideout, and then a lot of people are selling just like some bulk tabs of them basically. Does he use a flask macro for 2 to 5? No. Macro is TOS. Flask macros are. Why the hell would I use a flask macro for freaking... That doesn't even make sense. Not even a good use case. Let's go. Blaster Charismatic doesn't press up. Nah, I just kind of click them randomly. Like I'll put it this way. Like if I see like a Vroon, I'll be like, hey Vroon, and I'll pop a bunch of worms. I'm like, ha ha, gotcha. You know, I'll do that sometimes. You know, like a little extra bomb on them. You know. Their main purpose is for the case of like if I'm fighting a boss and I need to sustain charges when the boss goes AFK. But for the most part, I just kind of like click them on Vroon to have some extra Herald of Ice explosions occasionally. But the real use case is just like boss with like ad phase or whatever, or a dialogue phase to keep charges up while you're waiting for them to spawn. So I can just see I can like, see I like, you drop some worms on Vroon or whatever, like that works too. With fast builds reaching middle of fortress ASAP is 100k blood per hour. I could see that. When we were doing high blood fortresses, it was pretty fast. I don't think this is that much slower though, to be honest. Because each map takes us about like 4 minutes, and we get like 5k blood. So that's close to 100k blood an hour. I definitely think the fortress was a bit better, but it's just more fun. In some maps we mess around more than others, and that's okay. What we got here? Anything useful? Pack size. Lance's ult just voided. I'm sorry. In what way would that be my ult? A guy named Fentanyl Champion? Are you out of your mind? Are you off your rocker? How on earth would that be my ult? Unlevel Mamba gems are 600C. Basically, any super popular meta gem that needs a very specific support gem imbued on it is expensive, especially if it's an alternate gem that has to be done through lab. Because people don't want to run lab, myself included. So I can you kind of understand why, right? Kind of read the in between the lines there on that one. Would 50D be enough to attempt a 4-mod staff with a 2-mod recom? 3-mod staff with multi-mod it works too, and yeah, 50D should be enough to attempt that. Watch my VOD of how when I was recomming the staff to have an example of how to do how to set up your recom bases. Because you can guarantee basically 2 suffixes or 2 prefixes on the Awakener Orb and not break your bases if you do it correctly. I thought you were a professional lab runner? Nope. That is not me. You got the wrong guy. That is not me, good sir. That is not me. You got the wrong guy. They just killed the easy way to get special lab trials for lab runners. What was the easy way? Isn't it just the map, like the map mod or whatever? Or am I missing something? Varashta. There you are, Varashta. What do you have for me? Ooh, 100% more currency. I'll take that. Gearcraft was no map craft on Egan. No map craft on Egan. I mean, the Keurig thing was like a special outcome, right? I guess maybe they didn't buff the nodes that much. Now, I know they buffed the heist ones. They buffed these ones too, right? They buffed the side area ones. I don't know if they buffed the trial ones or not. But like these still exist, and I feel like these were the best way to get them anyways. Is just have these nodes clicked and spam run map. Just not very popular. Definitely not popular to do that on a trade league for sure. Basic currency dupe. Yes, I'll dupe some currency. Yes, please. Another basic currency dupe. Oh my word, look at all the basic currency dupe we've gotten, guys. Come on, come on. It's gotta be almost like 100% chance to dupe. Come on, give me the double divine. Give me the double divine, I want it. I need it. There's one. Come on. Just a little bit more. Dang. All right, we'll take the one. We'll take the one. How much dupe did I have? I had 60% chance to be duped. Holy, that could have been 2 divines easily. Ooh, always experimented items. Hello. Hello, always experimented items. Heist bunker. Yes, I'll take that as well. Absolutely. Some good stuff. Double chaos? Yeah, we'll take the double chaos. Press alt and you can see all the duped alterate, or nah. No, press alt is gonna like freaking freeze my game. Pressing alt is a dangerous venture which we cannot afford to do. Wait, hold on. Did I just... I banked the heist target thing. Hold on. I need to go back and get that. I need to sell that. Make a heister? No, I'm not making a heister. Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere in here. We got, yeah. No, that's scarabs. That might still sell. There it is. 3-winger. Always experiment. 390C. And this one with wings not revealed. This is a 4-winger. Well, I don't know what this sells for. It was like 250. I don't want to check the real price. 380 for the experimented one. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Did you get rinsed on birds? Yep. Yeah, we got destroyed on birds. -1 mirror. It is what it is. Lance reading altars. What does the world come to? Oh, it's not that bad. Checking a couple altars here and there. It's easy enough to do, you know. It's easy enough to do. We do a little bit of light reading, you know, just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny. Okay, I do actually not like reading that much, but at the same time, just looking for that duped damnation card, duped mirror, duped lock. You know what I'm saying? Just looking for that. Cause that do sound kind of nice, doesn't it? Basic currency dupe. Come on, can you imagine? How cool would that be? You sell a currency duplicate blueprint? That was a Scarab blueprint. Which I don't know what the 4-winger cost for it is, and I didn't really want to open up the trade site to figure out what the 4-wing cost is. That was way more effort than I wanted to put in, you know what I'm saying? Way more effort than I wanted to put in. You can understand where I'm coming from, right? Ooh, 3 ancients. Don't mind if we do. Don't mind if we do. Did the frenzy ring sell? Nope. We decreased its price. We'll see when it sells. As of right now, it is just on trade. It is what it is. Do you look Craft of Exile to see the tags on veiled items? I usually use PADB. You can use Craft of Exile though. He's been learning off stream. I have not been learning off stream now. I just putting a little bit more effort in, just a tiny fractional amount of additional effort. Don't worry about it, okay? It's nothing insane. Ooh, enlightened card. Yes, I'll take an enlightened card. Don't mind if I do. Baby Charlotte has been reading Goodnight Moon to Lance. How do you... Groovback, how do you know what Goodnight Moon is? Do you have kids too? Well, I've definitely read that book to my kids a couple different times now at this point. What the heck? What the hell was that? Show the belt in-game DM. I think I just hit the best belt on the server. Do we believe him? Acceleration massive. I mean, I don't know if that's the best belt on the server, but it's a belt with rarity corruption. I do think you were coping a bit, though. I think the Holy Grail belt is probably Excel resistance. That or Echo resistance is probably, it's one of those two is going to be the Holy Grail belt, so to speak. think I stashed something I didn't mean to stash. I don't know what it is. Mega Blood. Officers. Nope. Does Excel Resist even exist? I saw a post for one on Reddit this morning, I think. So somebody found it somewhere. Anywhere I could see your PC specs? Just wondering what I could do to get PV2 to stop chugging. I don't have my PC specs anywhere. Copying exactly what my PC is. I don't know if this is necessarily going to fix anything, per se. Somebody's ready to pay 50 mirrors for one. I don't know. 50 mirrors sounds a little bit crazy. There were a lot of comments in the post that are like, charge whatever the hell you want. I'm a little bit skeptical. But maybe so. Saw a post that's saying on average it's 120 mirrors to see one with the current belt prices. I feel like that's an assumption that doesn't account for any of the other belts you'll hit on your way to hitting that belt. You know what I mean? Like that's saying if the belt costs this much, you need to do this many belts and therefore it's this much money. But that doesn't account for freaking all the different hits you're gonna get that give you some resale value throughout. How many times are you going to hit the generic one mod Excel belt, and how many times are you going to make back some of your money with that? Prices fluctuate too. Yep, that's another good point. The prices do change. I think we all could agree the belt has reinforced one thing I know about this game, which is Pee-wee players love to gamble. Especially considering some of the prices they're willing to pay for some of these things. It's crazy. I play Pee-wee to avoid real gambling. It kind of scratches that itch, don't it? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Holy. I want it all. Hand me the loot. Rarity, more currency. Place by monsters can't drop. We'll do more currency.
Let's see how that turns out for you.
We will do more currency. Do you like the sound of that? I never gamble in game or real life. Never ID stuff. Slow and steady profit is my motto. Vertilac, you sound very responsible. But holy, you don't even ID things? What the hell are you even doing? You haven't lived, my friend. That is crazy. That is crazy, crazy, crazy talk. Never vendor at all. Vendor at all for transuse. Yeah. Oh no. I've never met a Sublime Vision I haven't ID'd. I can't say that. I've sold some unID'd Sublime Visions. I'm not gonna lie. I have fallen succumb to the safety profit a time or two. Dude, sometimes those Sublime Vision prices, I mean, they're just they're a little bit too steep if I'm down bad, you know what I mean? And I need some currency. The first Sublime I dropped, I ID'd. The second I picked it up to not change my mind. Oh my goodness. Didn't give yourself a second thought to be like, oh wait, how expensive is this? Nuddles, how's it going? Dude, it's going well, Nuddles. We're just doing some chill breach to start the day.
Exile.
And then we're going to look at Theorycrafting a little bit. Speaking of which, I think after finishing our first breach, we maybe take a little bit of time. Do a little bit of thinking. I'm just going to assume this is worth more. And the reason I know this Valo box is worth more, because inside this box, Mega Blood. Nope, just obliteration. All right, never mind. I should have taken the scarabs. I should take the scarabs. I don't know why I keep opening those things. Okay, so I am a little bit of a curious person. So one of the things I do want to do a quick little test, just for the purpose of thinking about it, is I wanted to look at the how much does this thing cost if it's level 4? Kind of expensive. Let's just buy a level 2 one and see. I wanted to look at this thing and how it interacts with great well, not I want to see how it acts with Shock Nova Procession, as well as the hell is this? Can I get one that's not? All right, we'll just buy this one that has Immolate on it, I guess. We got one of those. Because this support gem seems crazy to me, right? Skills have base crit per overloaded intensity. Gain a stack for 10 seconds. What does this even cap at? Maximum 3 overload. Gaining it and raises it. It's cracked. You have 3 stacks. Yeah, it seems pretty strong, right? Do I have a Casper jewel just laying around somewhere? Let's just go buy like an Astromentus. That plus power charges plus 1 crit cluster caps my crit on Shock Nova is pretty wild. Yeah, it does seem pretty dang strong. Just set up a little bit of a test scenario here. Buy ourselves just a halfway okay Astromentus. The hell are these bricks? Just wanted to do a little test. Grab some random life nodes, I guess. Okie dokie. Grab ourselves a tabula. Unique. Tabula. Where do I see the stacks even generate at? Let me grab a faster casting too while I'm thinking about it. It scales with a crit mastery? Yeah, you could do like +3 crit supports, right? Faster casting. You have to generate the intensity? Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Which there's like the nadir mode jewels, right? Oh no, I literally need intensity support. Hold on. Freaking, I'm being stupid. Intensity. You need like both things, right? Okay. Intensity, intensity, intensity. And what is the phrasing on this thing? Gain a stack overload for 10 seconds after losing 6 intensity with supported skills. So I'd have to do like this, lose the intensity, and then I get a stack. And it refreshes if I do that like this. Right? Okay. I see. Nadir's needed? Yeah. No, we don't want to have to walk every cast. What's the Nadir mode do again? Is this one? Spells have crit chance per intensity. Spells which have gained 1 intensity recently lose 1 intensity every 0.5 seconds. Oh, dude, that's actually so free. Because that literally just constantly is giving you stacks, basically, right?
Wish I'd kept that one.
What's the jewel? Never seen it before. So it'll constantly eat stacks. And then if I have fast cast speed, I can still have maximum maximum stacks basically. And it'll keep generating it. My mana freaking sucks. Hold on. Let me get some mana. Let me get some mana. Pinpoints for Proj. Yeah, you either use pinpoint or use this, right? Alrighty. There's some mana. So now I can cast. So this will basically just be permanent. Because you lose 6 stacks every 3 seconds, right? So that'll constantly give us a bunch of crit chance. That's kind of insane. And what's the levels on this thing do? I guess support gem's crazy good. 50, 1.4, and then if you have a level 4, it goes 1.6. You get the mastery, it goes to... Yikes. It's like 6 base crit and a 200 multi-support, essentially. Interesting. This thing's maximum overload intensity doesn't change with like max intensify. You don't necessarily have to invest into more intensify. Now, something I'm curious about is... Well, I was thinking is Sands of Time with Wonder if Sands of Time would work well in this case. If it works with Shock Nova Procession or if it separates the casts. Flat multi-per stack, yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? It doesn't look like they cast the multiple times. They just cast once. I'm trying to see, actually. I can't quite tell. Does it look like they're casting the full thing? Maybe they are casting it. What do you guys think? Sands of Time doesn't work with intensity, though. Oh, you don't think it works with the overloaded intensity, or it doesn't work specifically with intensity support? Looks like one circle on each guy to me. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like just one circle. One guy over here. One guy over here. Yeah, it does not look like they're repeating. The clones cast at 0 intensity. But do they work with overloaded intensity? I don't know if it's the end of the world if they don't work with intensity support per se. We don't have to play with Sands of Time necessarily, but what I for sure kind of want to play with is this support. I want to use a lot of the overpowered supports, kind of, because I also want to do this thing too, because this thing's quite strong. Unholy Trinity, like this. Like, I'm just thinking, like, if you combine a lot of the OP supports, you're gonna have a pretty good situation. Have I checked the new Orb of Storms, the Squalls? I haven't really looked at it too much, no. Squalls is the one that, like, it follows you around when you do future casting, right?
Return soon, yes?
I tried Sands of Times and it was just okay. Yeah, we'll have to look at the options to see if it makes sense or not. They don't overwrite the limit, it looks like.
Just need a moment.
They don't overwrite the limit. Just one stays. Why are you buying random XP gems? Oh, I'm just looking at different stuff. Seem best with trigger bots? Oh, you definitely need to do trigger bots if you're gonna do Sands of Time, I think. For sure, you need to do trigger bots. Greater Pee-wee Wiki. This is just under exceptional gems. Exceptional support gems. Good day, Vulcan. How you doing, man? What is going on, good sir? Overheat is the fortify ignite thing that's weird as hell. Support skills that hit enemies cannot modify the skills. Support skills gain 6 to 8% physical damage as extra chaos per keystone. Wait, what? Per keystone? That's hilarious. Looks like it goes up to about 9% per keystone. That's really funny. Keystone stacking. What build could we do that has a lot of keystones, dude? What build could we do that actually has a lot of keystones? The shield, dude, that shield sucks though. I really don't like that shield. I really don't like that shield. Let's just think real quick. What type of keystones could you do? Let's say you're a CI build. 1, Ghost Dance 2. Could you force in acrobatics? Sure, freaking 3. This thing 4. You could click this for 5. 6. 7. I don't know if you'd want the less curse effect, but you could click it. You could click a timeless keystone for one of the ones you don't want to click. Could get you 8. Leaf Shade, yeah, that could get you 9. CI Pain Attunement. Well, the thing is, either you'd be a CI build, but you'd just be clicking this, and it would just be 1 point for 10 fizz gain as extra, is what it would be, right? You'd be clicking the point because it's giving you the gain, not necessarily because it's giving you like a valuable outcome. Because you're just trying to stack keystones, right? Zealot's Oath. You're not clicking this because screw totems. This one could overwrite. Maybe 10. Maybe 10 could be a number. Is that enough to be worth building around, though? Would 10 keystones be enough to be like, yep, I want to build around this? Gain 90 to 100% fizzes extra? What type of physical spells are there? I'm just gonna look at the trade window. It'll be easier this way. Physical spell. Absolution. Exang. Minion pack? No, we're not playing minion pack, guys. No, sir. Would Mox Waddles add a bunch of keystones? It would, but Mox Waddles also freaking sucks. So screw that. Okay? Screw that. You know what I'm saying? Blade Best. Blah, blah, blah. Blade Fall. I do like Blade Fall. Blade Fall is classy. We can have an excuse to do greater spell cascade. You planning to play Last Epoch? No. I'm not planning to play Last Epoch. No, sir. Purifying Flame. Conviction. Retail Skill Pass. Glacial Cascade. Penance Brand. Divine Ire, I guess, would technically work, but this wouldn't work with Intensity. EK or Bladefall? Yeah, EK or Bladefall would work. So that is potentially interesting for gain damage. What else do we have? Are there any other obvious cool supports to build around in here? Greater Chain. Hey, Druzen, how you doing, man? Poison, non-poison enemies. Inflict 2 additional poisons. Invention. Wait for your trap to blow up. Void Storm. Pass. Can't kill enemies. Pacifism. Unholy Trinity is pretty insane. Does this scale up with levels? At level 6, it gets to 8% more. Level 4, you just get the bypass for a Lightning Fizz and Chaos. I'd love to mirror the staff. Sorry, my bad. Let me log into my character as the staff on him. Message me. Oh, wrong character. Wrong character. You don't want this guy's staff. You don't want that guy's staff. That guy's staff's hella budget. Check Gluttony? Yeah, we will check Gluttony. We're looking at all the greater support gems. All right. Wave works with it. I am aware Wave works with it. Because that's definitely a decent use case for sure. Okay, you would like to mirror Soul Roar? Confirm, good sir, confirm. All right. Enjoy your staff, good sir. Enjoy the staff. All right, let's look at some more at the. Thank you very much. Love. Okay, I don't know about call you. I don't want to call me love. I mean, like, we don't know each other that well. Let's chill. Okay, I'm a married man. How do you handle less recovery maps? I just run them and I kill monsters. Technically, the flask we have is instant recover, so you can kind of counter it a bit. You can also skip them if you find them uncomfortable. Greater Spell Echo is obviously a very strong one, right? It's the more damage per repeat, and that keeps scaling up. What else do we have? Somebody wanted me to look at the Gluttony? Where the hell is Gluttony at? Gain 1 Gluttony on casting support spells and reaching 10 Gluttony. Lose all Gluttony and gain Disgorge for 4 seconds. While you have Disgorge, support spells fire projectiles in a circle. While you have Disgorge, support spells fire 5 to 7 additional projectiles. So it's a ton of extra proj. You gain 1 Gluttony. Disgorge lasts for 4 seconds. And does it scale up? Yeah, it looks like it scales up a bit. Goes up to 8 proj. We'll grab a Disgorge gem to look at it. No, it's Gluttony. Holy. Yeah, that figures that it's cheap as hell to buy level 4. Doubt it. I don't think anybody's using this. Let's take a little look at it. You have to cast 10 times. Well, if you have a really fast casting character, then it's like fine, right? Then you're okay with that situation. You're gonna be just fine if you have fast cast speed. Spell damage per mod? No, that doesn't give you anything. Nope, doesn't help. We don't have any way to apply spells to whatever. 5 to 7. Let's grab Pinpoint over here. Wherever the hell Pinpoint is. What's a projectile spell? Projectile spell, Rolling Magma, Frostbolt, Freezing Pulse, Fireball, Creeping Frost. Are there spells here we'd want to shoot in a circle necessarily? I mean, Frostbolt would be cool if we were shooting in a circle, but it wouldn't give us necessarily any, like, additional damage, right? Spark. I don't want to play Spark, guys. So we see our Disgorge building up. I proc it. Do I still get to build up Disgorge while this is going? It doesn't look like it. But we don't have, like, a cast limit, right? So if we had a way to, like, have a really fast casting character, if we could cast really fast, then we could make the Disgorge work, right? Or that moment where we don't have cast works. Question is, though, like, what projectile spell would we really want? Project spell. Disgorge is spell related, right? Or is it not spell? Yeah, it is spell. Gain Gluttony on casting supported spells. Eye of Winter. Does Eye of Winter? No, Eye of Winter only can ever. It just has like that'll add 1 to like its rotation or whatever. Like we'd want a situation where it's like getting these extra projectiles is like a meaningful upgrade, right? To the character. Like, one I'm thinking of right now, where this would be a meaningful upgrade, would be... Honestly, I'm thinking of Forbidden Right. Does that sound weird? I guess Forbidden Right, you're, like, questioning whether or not the extra proj gives you extra hits. But I do think it does. It would be a ton of extra proj, so it probably wouldn't be that crazy of extra hits. Because some of them would start just going off. Creeping Frost definitely gets a lot of extra hits, but Creeping Frost looks lame. Freezing Pulse. I mean, some of these is just like... Some of the proj skills that don't give you any extra, like, single target. You'd be getting extra clear, but that would be it, right? Definitely a Spark angle. I mean, I don't want to play Spark, guys. If I'm playing this, then I'd want to do it, and it's like not channeling, right? Cannot support orb skills, trigger skills, brand skills, val skills, channeling skills, skills with reservation, or skills used other than yourself. Holy conditions. Holy conditions. Blazing Salvo. Yeah, Blazing Salvo would kind of work with it, right? What's Blazing Salvo's baseline projectiles go to? Blazing Salvo. Goes 5 to 7, gets to 8. You would technically double your proj. What does this look like on Blazing Salvo? No, it doesn't look like we get very good control of the situation. Cannot support fire skills if you skipped breakfast? No! Well, it's a good thing we never skip breakfast. Most important meal of the day. Budget Nimbus? I don't know if I call it a budget Nimbus. Just trying to think about what proj skills this even helps us with. Like, I don't feel like it helps us with many of them, to be honest. I don't think it helps us with many of them. A lot of these spell skills are orb skills, etc., right? A lot of these skills are orb skills. Don't work with intensity skills. Rolling Magma. Rolling Magma is, yes, it's good. But at the same time, it's also like, even when you get it to be good, you kind of hate playing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it doesn't matter what MTX you put on it, it hurts to look at type of thing. That's kind of the problem with Rolling Magma, I feel like. What's your favorite visual skill? I don't know. Herald of Ice. Pick one. Forbidden Right. Based on that targeting they showed us with Blazing Salvo, I don't know if Forbidden Right would even work very well, to be honest. Surrender Reaping doesn't really benefit from the extra proj. I think, but like most of these, like, yeah, you could do this gluttony support, but like, what's the upside? Because I'm not seeing the upside. Are you guys seeing the upside? Like, all that extra proj to... You're losing a support for a clear support kind of thing. Power Siphon, not a spell. Not a spell. +8 proj, yeah, but most of these skills with the +8 proj doesn't help you in any, like, relevant way. Is Eye of Winter getting better with this? Definitely shooting more out from the sides or whatever. Would that be a reason to use it, though? EK of Massacre, that's its name. I don't think that... Okay, Spark Nova, EK, all these skills that have a bunch of proj already and just shoot in a circle anyways, you're not... You don't want to give them a support for extra proj. You're already shooting in a circle, you know what I mean? Spark maybe a little bit. Spark's like, okay, you maybe get some more effective shotgun damage with less proj speed, and it still works or whatever, but... I'm not necessarily being a believer right now in Disgorge with the spells we have to use it with. Unless I'm missing something really obvious. Which I could be. But am I though? But am I though? Creeping Frost can shotgun? Yes, Creeping Frost can shotgun. Let's see what the targeting looks like. It would probably work. I don't really like Creeping Frost though. Is there a world where I would like Creeping Frost if I had Disgorge? Sounds like a firecracker? Yeah, it does a little bit. I don't know. Ball Lightning of Orbiting doesn't benefit from extra proj. Ice Spear doesn't. Disgorge hurts your single target because you start shooting in random directions. You want all the projectiles to be going the same way with Ice Spear. Like, Ice Spear does support shotgun and shotgun functionality. Maybe with like Nimbus if you're standing right on top of the boss, but I don't really want to make a Nimbus build. Not particularly, at least. I think Overloaded Intensity Unholy Trinity is stuff I definitely am considering for sure. Schmidt, you want to play Charge Stacking, Cyclone Slayer? I do. I'm just thinking about some of these other options right now because we're thinking about the next build. The next plan. You know what I mean? Looking at the old options. Looking at what we got going on. Unholy Trinity? Yeah, we're thinking about doing Unholy Trinity for the next character. Machinations. Cost per Keystone as well. Not sure about that. Is attack speed when you kill racing good for the budget weapon? That should come with local attack speed, so it's a decent mod. If you have it as like if you have it as your third mod or something. The local attack speed helps, and the attack speed if you killed recently helps while mapping. Do we hit the power charge with the mirror birds? We did not. We did not. Does Machination specify it has to be a spell? It does not. This can be a spell or an attack. This can be both. I also want to do... I also want to do a, kind of want to do a Herald of Purity build as well. That is on the list of things to do too. We could do an angle with like that Machination gem with Herald of Purity and do like a full Phase to Chaos conversion type of thing. We could do a little something like that. What's Herald of Purity's trigger condition again? Herald of Purity. When you kill an enemy, when you hit a rare unique enemy. Why does there have to be a kill condition? What the hell is that kill condition for? Did you look at Val Temptation? It looks OP. Val Temptation is pretty rough to build around because of the self-damage, and then you still need a way of generating souls, which is the questionable part. Howdy, Ryan Borland. How you doing, man? We could definitely figure out a way to kill. Just the ooh. I mean, I do want to do a Herald of Purity build. What's the medium clusters for these things do? You get like plus Sentinel, right? No, they get CDR. Did they used to get plus Sentinels? It must have been it used to be Sentinels. Make it so minions can't kill stuff. Well, you'd have some other like trigger to spawn them, and then whenever you get a rare or unique, you have some fast hitting skill. We'll proc them. Would be the idea if we did that. Does Purity get anything with Scornful Herald? That's what I'm thinking. I think it would get base crit, right? It would literally just give us like crit cap for the heralds. We could check how well that could work, right? Another minion build, yikes. It would be my first minion build. We're gonna send you back to not chatting or inability to count. It was removed right after the leg. That one had fun clusters. Oh, you mean Delirium League? Delirium League had some really strong clusters, so yeah, they dialed them back a lot, right? Mirror the staff. Got you, homeboy. Have a budget weapon result with open prefix. What should I bench? +2 supports. +2 supports is what you want on the bench. So you get 2 levels on Ice Bite and 2 levels on Invert the Rules, 2 levels on Void Shockwave. Holy! 20D, thanks, man. You would like to mirror the Soul Roar, good sir? Confirm, all right. Enjoy your stick. Your rod. Would you want to scale the Herald of Purity levels? Yes, yeah, you would want to scale the Herald of Purity levels. That would be on the agenda of things to do. When you finish your map, can I mirror your staff? I'm already out of the map because I mirrored that guy, mirrored the staff for that guy. So yes, I got you. It's a nice rod. It is a nice rod. You could do like a chess piece that had like plus strength gems, and you could combine that with like empower, right? Confirm. You would like the Soul Roar, good sir. Confirm. All right. Enjoy the rod. Back to the map we go. Enjoy your staff. You ever do ultimatum mirror service? No, I've not done any ultimatums. I do not want to recraft the staff, I'll put it that way. Almost duped the budget staff? Oh, hopefully not. We did do that one time with the, I forget what build it was. I think it was the Val Architect. I had a Cold Dot Val Architect. And then I also had an Oshabi, like, Giga Chad Wander that had a mirror tier, like, multi-link weapon or something. And then I mirrored the Cold Dot thing for my Architect character. There was a mistake made. We did reimburse the guy. He did say confirm, though. So it wasn't all my fault. I did ask him to confirm, and I linked him the Cold Dot one. I just forgot what character I was logged into. Just recombined plus one Spectre with non-native evasion mod on 2 sacred chainmails. I ended up losing both prefix. I think this is possible. Does anyone know why? Did you have a benchcraft anywhere else in the item? Did you have any other exclusives anywhere else in the item? If you had an exclusive anywhere else, and sometimes the benchcraft is counted as an exclusive, then that can compete for the survival. It can compete for the survival of the only one exclusive mod survives condition.
Make your
There's the benchcraft there. Yep, there you go.
go with luck.
New player looking at this build. What is this? Just tell him Herald of Ice. Sweet, sweet glory. Sweet, sweet, glorious Herald of Ice. Oh, a thing of beauty, really. No matter what we play next build, it's going to be a downgrade. It doesn't matter what we play. Whatever we play next build is just going to be objectively a downgrade from this character. But that's okay. Is the benchcraft always exclusive or only when it's non-native? Benchcraft, I think it just counts as an exclusive mod or something. I'm not 100% sure with the benchcraft. Like weird stuff. They changed something about it. I don't 100% remember, but I think it can count as an exclusive. Just don't use benchcrafted affixes when recombing. Like weird stuff happens when you do. The rules are like changed up for benchcraft mods and they brick things. Don't use a benchcraft when recombing? Yep, pretty much. Basically, benchcrafts used to be the tried and true meta way to force outcomes, and in order to stop them from forcing outcomes, they changed the rules, and now benchcrafts brick you, essentially.
Hey,
Is this build a Cyclone Ice Herald a newer idea? Has it been done before? I'm sure people have done some form of charge stagger with Cyclone before. I don't know if you'd be able to do it to this extent until this league because of specifically this support right here. Like, how do I put this? Normally, if you're gonna make Herald of Ice work, there is a huge barrier to entry, which is you have to devote a bunch of like power of your character to getting base crit. Since they added this gem, it kind of gives you a workaround where you can skip that huge opportunity cost to actually get it to be like decent scaling. Like that, this pretty much enables it to be like, even though I have a character that's kind of like focusing on Cyclone and like this attack scaling, because it's generic enough, this support enables Herald of Ice to actually do damage, basically. So I think if you could have like maybe tried to make it work in previous leagues, but you'd be way more dedicated to like the cluster jewel that gives the notable that gives like base crit to heralds, and you have to dedicate a whole bunch of like build resources to it, and you'd be like specifically making like a herald bomber type of thing. But you'd have to dedicate those other resources to it. If your staff, what would consider to be best for the build? I don't know what you're asking, but this is the thing I would consider to be the best item for this slot, for this build. I'm not sure what you're asking, though. Describing Abyss Socket Boots for Relic build. When I applied Veil Chaos, it crafted on mana ES Hybrid. His best option? You should block life or block mana before you unveil. An unveiled chill movement speed? Yep, there's 3 movement speed mods. You'll get one of them pretty much 90% of the time if you block mana or life. Is your staff what you'd be considered the best in slot? Yes. Would you do 50-50 coin flip with dual influence bases for recombing 4-stat staves? You could do that. I awaken orbed a bunch of stabs when I was making my base. You can literally look up the VOD of when I crafted it. It was like, I don't know, 3 days ago or whenever I made it. Did I not tell you to look up the VOD of how I crafted it like an hour ago? Why are you back here asking me how to... Did I not say, hey, go look up the VOD and copy what I did? I went to eat? Okay. Well, how about you stop asking me questions and go to the VOD like I told you the first time you... Lance, I know you told me where to find the information, but I would rather you just like cradle me and rock me like a babe and tell me step by step and hold my hand. Holy, I asked a question, then I went to eat. Can't trust anybody these days. Alrighty, let's go get ourselves some maps. Map mods. I think this is the right stuff. Yoink. Let's go find ourselves some 8 mod maps to run.
I'd consider that a win.
Are the new gems random drops? Do you have to be in T16s? The new gems? They are not random. They are very specific drop locations. For example, Transfusion drops from the Black Barya boss. Greater Spell Echo is from Uber Aziri. The Void Shockwave is from Uber Elder. Like, there's very specific drop locations for each of the support gems. They're not, from my experience, they're not too rare. 1 in 5 to 1 in 10 boss kills of a given boss that has a drop table for it can drop it, something like that. I think some of them are rarer than others, so there's some variance there. But overall, it's pretty like target farmable. We need to find the bulk sellers. We need to find the guys that got quant.
I'd consider that a win.
How do I craft a ring for the build? I will be right back. Oh, no, you didn't. How's the duck doing? Let me check. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. He's doing all right. He's doing just fine. I might need to up my price.
I'd consider that.
Some of these listings aren't up to the code. All right, that's a good amount of maps. That's a good amount of maps. Take this over here. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, so ideas on the table right now, guys. I want to do a Herald Purity build. That takes advantage of Scornful Herald. Maybe we could take advantage of Machination Gem. We could do like a Fizz to Chaos conversion with those guys. That is one option. That is the option where we're actually playing a minion build, like a real minion build. So we'll have to deal with the minion Andes. Option 2, if you do a Lightning skill or a Fizz skill with Unholy Trinity, Overloaded Intensity, and like Greater Spell Echo. You can use a lot of some of those OP support gems to go with it. Those are the two options we have now right now. We need to come with some more options. We need to come up with some more options. But those are our current leading options. Hex toads. Do I even want to look at the toads, guys? I don't know if I have a lot of faith in the toads. I don't know if I have a lot of faith in the toads, to be honest. The toad seems kind of like a fool's errand. Do a frog build? You guys really want me to do a frog build? How would we even make that work? Don't they just have like a giga delay in between spawning them and them actually doing anything? Like, I think that would probably just end up being a bad time, right? It would just be a questionable time. I want to see if you can make Minion Pack Herald of Purity work for something other than BV. Minion Pack and Herald of Purity are two different things, my friend. Minion Pact is a self-cast build that's completely broken. I don't want to do anything with Minion Pact. I think it's just no build, like no legitimate build making required. You just instantly win because it's ridiculously OP damage. Ooh, we're almost at maximum. Ooh, it could be Jewel time. It could be Jewel time. Yes, yes. It'll be beautiful. Please do toads. Come on, guys. The toads, they like spawn it. They like the toads like that. They're really bad, right? Can we all just agree the toads are like think about the spawn time. If like they have a built-in 1 second delay, yeah, I don't know. It sounds so despair. Ooh, an enlighten. Yes, please. I will take an enlighten. We need frog build because this build's too good. You want to balance it out by torturing me? Is that the thought process? Lance, if you do the thing you don't want to do, I think no matter what build I do, it's gonna feel lackluster to this character. I think that I don't have to forcibly do something that I know is gonna be bad. We don't have to jump off a bridge or something. Do you figure out to be legendary? I don't think there's anything to figure out, though. I feel like you click the toads and you have a built-in 1 second delay of feels bad. Like, you could make the toads do infinity damage, but then you're still a build with toads, right? You're still waiting 1 second for them to do damage every time you cast it. Oh, I heard a tink. I heard a tank. My divine orb now. I had an idea of only Trinity of the start of the league with Reliquarian, Burn of Shadows. I think Reliquarian is just bad. I am not a Reliquarian believer, that's for sure. Could we force a Reliquarian? Could we force a Reliquarian? Probably, right? But still is a Reliquarian at that point, right?
Hopefully this will be quick.
Where's Pyroclast going for? That's about it. Yeah. I mean, outside of Pyroclast mines, Reliquarian is a. It's I think that one of the biggest issues with this Ascendancy is its first node is just horrible. You spend 3 points and you don't even have like a real Ascendancy point. And then you spend some more points for 75% of a quiver, half an Astramentus. Like, I don't know, man. This stuff is just not, it's just not very good. Thunderstorm Toads, Void Storm Toads. What the hell are you people talking about? It needs to be linked to like a curse gem, right? What? What are you guys saying? Support skills that create cursed ground with a base duration. What corpse do Minion Pack players use? Marionette for quality of life. There's some Giga HP Spectre from T17s for one-shots. That is what you can do. Wait, what's my blood at? It said I was full. I was close to full. All right, one more map. One more map will top us off. One more map will top us off. We do 100K and then we can do some more theory crafting. Chat needs to stop with toads. I couldn't agree more. You guys and the toads, you gotta, yeah. It's just the toads are just, I don't think it matters what we end up with because it's still gonna be a build that has a 1 second delay in dealing damage. And that to me sounds depressing. Holy. Give me those chain shatters. Give me some of those chain shatters. Pantheon should you use? Brian King plus Rice Latha. Reliquarian Chaos Damage Node plus the same Nameless Bloodline Sacrifice support. I don't know, man. That's kind of just doing a life stacker. I'm not sure I'm in the mood for doing a life stacker per se. You want to play Bloodlines or Reliquarian? I don't really want to play Reliquarian at all. Reliquarian for me is just like, it's just way too weak across the board. There's like a couple nodes that kind of synergize like Pyroclast. And outside that, it's just way too weak. Well, Congregation, Scornful Herald. Dudes pounding. Well, yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Herald of Purity, to be honest. I mean, whenever I do, I usually try to do one minion build per league. I like to do like a different thing than I did last time. And I have not done, I don't think I've done Herald of Purity or Herald of Agony before. What's the name of the finisher effect? I do not have a finisher effect. I just have Herald of Ice on. This is just Bloom Herald that's proccing. Finisher effect would be here. Like I could add something like this. The explosions is just Herald of Ice popping enemies. Voltaxic Burst plus Sands of Time. Voltaxic Burst is a no can do. Voltaxic Burst is just. Have you seen the animation on that skill? It genuinely hurts to look at. I think that's just a no go. It seriously hurts to look at that skill. No WD-40? Nah, we didn't pack any. We forgot the WD-40. Unlucky, really. This one's alive still somehow? Almost at the maximum, guys. We do the Varashta, and hopefully we'll be there. Hopefully we'll be there. Top us off, you know?
An interesting choice.
I'm so fed up on Maven. I hate this BS boss. Like, you've farmed a bunch of it, or you just keep chain losing to Maven? What's the dealio? What's the problem? What's the situation? Talk to us. Doc, give us the rundown. Give us the rundown. Why is there delirium on my screen right now? Get the hell out of here. Do I look like I want to see delirium? No, sir. Ooh, enlighten card. Cannot store any more Hive Blood. Fantastic. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. That's the good stuff right there. Can't store anymore. Do you have a video on the strat you're running? I just yoinked Flubgun's budget breach strat. This is just 8 mods with Flubgun's budget breach tree. Just straight yoinked.
The astral chain broke.
Hexblast of Havoc for the Toads. Guys, let's give up all the Toads, okay? I don't want to do Toads. I do not want to do Toads. You need to find some other streamer to bully into doing Toads. I don't want to be the one. Okay, I don't want to be the one.
Someone will buy it.
All right, we got the blood, guys. We got the blood. It's time. It's time. After this prediction, we're going to do some more serious crackdown on theory crafting potential options for the next build. But we have in front of us... We have in front of us 1,000,000... No, sorry, not 1,000,000. 100,000... 100,000 graft blood, or hive blood. We've already done 1.2 million. Will we get 69 divines in value is the wager. Realistically, I'm looking for the Foulborn Unnatural, because it's best in slot for our character. And it would look really nice right here on my tree. If I could put it right here, oh... That's what we're looking for. That's what we need.
I welcome
100,000 toad blood? No, there's no toad anything going on here. This is the one. Oh, I can dream. I can dream. Hex Toad. Deals damage, inflicts wither with a base duration of 14 seconds. Does it say like limit? Maximum of 1. Yeah, like this is just never gonna. It's not it. I mean, I guess you could like scale up the gem levels a bunch. I don't know, man. Trigger rate of the toads 0.7. It never goes past 0.7. It's just always 0.7 limit. That's not it, guys. That is just not it. It's just not. This is a clip from Rue. What does Rue think? He probably thinks they're garbage, right? Is that actually what happened? Did the toad actually jump off the cliff? Hmm. There was one that just jumped off. Right there. Yeah. Where's that guy going? Where's that guy going? Dude, it just has such a slow, it just has such a like 0.7 proc every 0.7 seconds. Yeah, you have a good base damage, but you're losing a support for a curse gem, and then you're limited by that. You can't like scale CDR. You can't make it proc faster. There's just no shot, man. There's just no shot. we'll let somebody else torch themselves with toads. You can proc it faster with levels. Here, I'll open up the right, where did I have it? Yeah, right here. No, not here. All right, I'm gonna just hex toad right here. It caps at 0.7 as its trigger rate, and nothing faster than that. This is like how fast a level 1 character casts like most spells. This is where this is like when you have a character with no cast speed, that's your proc rate, and you can't get any faster than that, as far as I can tell. It's not a support, it's support on a skill. Yeah. No, I just think it's just looking dicey. Somebody message me in game? No, okay, we're fine. You look at Foul Grasp. I don't want to do anything with Foul Grasp. I was not a fan of the too much about building around the grasping hands skill stuff. Combos with Death South, yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. What's the foul word drill you're searching for? Unnatural Instinct. All right. Let's do this thing, guys. Let's do this thing. We have 100k juice. We know what we're looking for. We're looking for the goods. Pay attention for that sound.
The Genesis tree accepts.
Lock in. I heard a tink. I think I heard a tink. I think that was the sound. We miscalculated. We still have 10,000. We still have 10,000. We miscalculated. All right. What the hell would be what would be a tink? Probably a 6-link. Oh, please don't be a 6-link. Just some random garbage 6-link. Please let the tink be coded for a Foulborn Unnatural. What do we got? What do we got? Greed's Embrace. Nothing so far. Scroll a little bit. It's Lightning Coil. Lightning Coil is a tank, apparently. For Chaos, taken as Lightning. Oh, great. Cool. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? I did hear the jewel sound once, though, at least, I think. So we can scroll a little bit more. I did hear like a jewel. Unnatural. It wasn't Foulborn. It wasn't Foulborn. No, it wasn't Foulborn! Why? No! Why isn't it Foulborn? No! Why? Why is it just regular? The hell am I supposed to do with that? Foulborn Kikazaro, of course. Of course. Foulborn Red Dream? Wait, guys, hold. Foulborn Red Dream. If that's a dual mod, it's like 100D. If that's a dual mod, it's 100D. Everybody, hold on. Everybody, just breathe a little bit. Just breathe a little bit. If that's a double mod, oh, just check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Just get a load of this. Get a load of this. That, yeah, endurance, chaos res. Wait, it's even more than 100D. Oh, 20% chance. 20% chance. Oh, yeah. Come on now. No! Dang it! We were that close! To like a third of a mirror. Oh, it was right there. It was right. It could have been, guys. It could have been. This is good value. I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's still value. But like, come on, guys. We had the node. 20% chance for multiple Foulborns. Okay, that was a 1 in 5 to be 300 divines. Okay, that's so close. Dang, this was actually like there were some polls in here. An Unnatural Instinct to bait me. Foulborn Red Dream. What else? You got anything else down here? Anything else? Any other money items? LaHoop. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's something. Zoff's Heart. Kind of neat, I guess. Anything else that's we should write home about? See any banger items in here, guys? Now press Alt. You guys want me to check for the bricks? Wait, I still have 10k more juice. I still have more juice, guys. The bet is not over yet. I still have more juice. We'll check for the bricks right now. I still have more juice. Nothing down there. Nothing down there. What's that over there? Trash. Okay. What do we got down here? No heavy belts. We did not brick a Mage Blood. We almost bricked an Unnatural Instinct. What is a baseline Unnatural worth anyways? Oh, it's only 300 chaos. Okay. All right. So let's go to our hideout. Let's go pick up some ancients. There's still hope. 10k juice, guys. 10k juice. There's one.
A fair breeze on the wind today, wouldn't you say, Exile?
Wait, what? Holy jackpot! This guy has multiple. He's got multiple. You guys see that?
There's a fair breeze on the wind today.
Oh, jackpot! Got some low-level ones. Holy, what is this thing worth anyways? Oh, this is 6 divines. Okay, so this is kind of some money. We're not at the make money point, but these are some decent hits. Why does low level matter? You can hit they just cost less graph blood, and you have a chance to hit. I think they have better odds to hit Foulborn Unnatural.
The dog is in the hen
You have 2 mirrors, Lance. I don't think the
house,
money
as
matters.
might
You don't know what the hell you're
say.
talking about there, bucko. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. All right, that should be enough ancients. Level 83, yeah. I'm going to do the low level ones first. All right. Create a new zone. Slow and steady, baby.
I greet you once again.
Ancient womb gifts and a dream.
She will soon.
Do the low-level ones first. Goblin Eiler decks. Not really what we're looking for. Kalisas. Heartbound. No, no, no. Not what we need. Not what we need. We need some big money hits here. Baron, Malachi's, Falborn Lahoop, not a 2-mod. Is Khaleesi's money? I don't think it's money. Last time I checked, oh, it is 50 cows. Okay, I mean that's, hey, it's something.
The Genesis tree accepts.
Well, it's all she wrote, guys. It's all she wrote. We did not hit 6090 in value. There was a chance there with that Falborn Red Dream, or if the game decided to not screw me and give me a Falborn Unnatural. We were close. We were close. We tasted potential victory, right? It was right there. It was right there, guys. Just not quite. Just not quite. Holy, what are you copying and pasting, guys? There is this one shell that I love playing with Asesmark, triggering Desecrate plus Greater Cascade, and then using Shapers supported by Castle Crypt Bow to trigger DD of Chain and VD. The bill is like crack to me. Visuals of a character emerging from the wall of fiery balls just hits different. Plays Golem Effect Elementalist and is equipped with Battle Mage. There's so many nerfs. I try to like for 4 leagues now to recreate it, but I just don't know. I'm not. Why are you guys copying and pasting this?
Yeah.
Orb the coil. You want me to gamble the coil? It's too late. It already got locked. It already got locked. It's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. Speaking of which, I'm gonna swap the pants, guys. I'm getting kind of cold. It's getting a little chilly. It's getting a little chilly down here. Pants swap must occur.
Your coffers are looking plump indeed.
Okay. Oh, I feel better. Why does it have chilly? No, it's chilly in the room I was in, so I was getting some warmer clothing items. Okay, warmer clothing. Do you have enough accuracy? No, we're a bit low on accuracy. I was gonna fix it with a mirror ring, but we all know how that went. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. Is there an uncensored version of... Yeah, it's a ban. That's a ban for being weird. What the hell? What kind of question is that? Oh, shoot. I misclicked the wrong guy. Okay, hold on. My bad. My bad. DV. That was the wrong person. There was a YouTube chatter. Hold on there. All right, fixed. Sorry about that. That was a bit of a misclick there. Sorry, wrong guy. There was some guy in YouTube chat that was asking if there's an uncensored version of me taking my pants on and off. So you spoke right when I went to click his name, and then you got hit, you know. My apologies. My apologies. There's a little bit of misclick there. So Bax is slacking on the ring? I don't know. I haven't gotten a status update on that situation. Alrighty. Hey, Lance, I hit it. Echoing massive. GG's, man. What's going on today? People are just linking me some unethical belts. People are out of control. That was the belt I put in the POB for the E-Blade character. It does exist. Put the sniper down and leave it to Aloysia. Yeah, maybe I should. When are you closing out the bet? I want to get my winnings. Okay, shut up. Fine. Do we hit? The answer is no. Congratulations. Enjoy your points. Yes, you bet on the right side of history. Blah, 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 blah. Is your SSF next year going to be SSF? And no. I know I made no such promises about. We're going to play SSF when we start preparing for like Gauntlet or playing Gauntlet. We still have a lot of builds we want to make in League. Let's get out this one character we're using to test some things. Just going to verify. If I grab Herald of Purity. Grab a Scornful Herald to put on that. Oh my goodness, this guy's a lot of those. Just gonna verify this even works. It does appear to work. Do I have a stat sheet for these guys at all, or not really? Chance to ignite. Doesn't say they have base crit. Like on the stat sheet. It says it's supported though. I don't know if I can see the stats from this. This might not be even the stats for the Sentinels though, right? The buff effect is gone. Heralds have no buff effect. Yeah, that is a part of it. That's part of what you get when this happens, right? So they have a melee strike. What else do these guys do? They have a slam ability. So they have an AoE. It said minion plus 8 on the tooltip. Where do you see that at? Minions have plus. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I see. Okay. So it is there. Do you care about the buff effect? No, if we're playing a Herald of Purity build, we do not care about the buff effect at all. It's very, very unnecessary. Melee strike, slam, and bigger slam. They have 2 different slams. I've only seen one so far. Slam. Oh, I see. This is the bigger slam. I see the most smaller slams too. So the clear would have to be basically, can we make them move fast enough that they run around and sprint to things right? Give them Fist of War. Can you actually give them Fist of War? Is that a thing? Or are you messing with me?
Godslayer.
Doesn't look like it supports it at all. Yeah, it doesn't show up as a support. You can multi-strike them? Yeah, that would make sense.
Godslayer. Good day.
The the multi-strike, I don't know if works with their slams though. It probably only works with their default attack, right? The quack is objecting. Oh, relax, guys. We're just testing some things right now. See if these guys try to do a slam at all. Seems like they just don't do their slam now that they have multi-strike. Oh, he does do the slam. He just like decided to use it later on. He did triple the slam, but it's just kind of RNG on their AI if they're willing to use the slam, I guess. Can you make Holy Hammer? I haven't decided what I'm making next. I'm just looking at options right now. It's also a cooldown issue. I don't know what the... I mean, we can probably look it up on the wiki, right? It might be something where they, when they're initially spawned, they have to do the cooldown first before they can use it. Let's see if this says... Base attack of 1.2. Guardian's Blessing. They also Crusade Slam, which deals more damage and a cone effect in front of them. Cast time 1. Yeah, it does say this is a 5-second cooldown. It's a 200% effectiveness skill, which is only kind of okay. Is this a ZDPS minion build? This is just one of the options we're considering playing is Herald of Purity. It is just one of the options we're looking at. Bloodsoaked Banner. No, I don't really want to do Bloodsoaked Banner. I don't think there's a lot of variety you can do with Bloodsoaked Banner. I feel like you're pretty shoehorned into champion node. There's at least something you can have some control over. So we could use on this character. They couldn't be supported by Trinity, right? Yeah, no. Cannot use on minions. It's like we could give them like if we put the like Machination skill on them or whatever it's called. I think it was Machination. It's like we could give them like 100% chaos and they could have an equal part chaos, equal part fizz type of thing. It says not as many build this league. No, we have not. Executing minion supports, added fire. I don't think those are very good supports. If we played this, doesn't look like this works either. Does this have cannot modify skills of minions. This can't work either. What skill gems are you abusing right now? We're looking at Herald of Purity potentially as one of the options. I haven't really decided yet. Basically, I'm just looking through ideas in my head. Like I want to do like this. I'd like to do Overloaded Intensity. I'd like to do a build with Unholy Trinity. Machinations could be fun to try to build with as well. General's Cry work with Holy Strike? General's Cry? I have no idea. Maybe. Isn't Cascade just a lot better than its older version, or am I crazy? Let me look at Cascade. Because Greater Cascade does like a lower, less AoE multiplier, right? They stagger now. It's kind of nice. I'll just buy a Greater Cascade just to check. Are you feeling like Caster or Basher? I haven't decided yet. I want to use some of the new support stuff, and I'm trying to think of like good ways to look at doing that. Level 4 of this isn't too expensive. I don't have a level 4 of this just randomly sitting around, do I? No, I don't. I just got them randomly. Okay. So we could do Let's grab. What's a good Cascade skill to look at? Stormcall. Whoops. Blade Fall is good as well to use to look at the skill. Just watched your video about Cyclone character, and I wonder, wouldn't Flicker Strike be really nice with this setup? You could maybe do Flicker Strike. I'm not a big Flicker fan, but you could probably do it. All right, it's getting a little intense here with Age of Mythology. I need something more chill for theory crafting. Do you guys want me to put on a Flicker Strike and just see what happens real quick? Here, I'll do that. I'll do that for you guys real quick. I don't see why it couldn't work. We'd have to go grab multi-strike. I'm gonna give up crit damage to do this. Oh, 10D just to test this. 13D to test it with the proper quality. It's free if you can sell it back. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Greater multi-strike. That's not the right thing. Greater multi-strike. Do that. Do this. Okay, Flicker Strike, click. Greater multi-strike, click. Click this, click this. I'm assuming this will probably work. Grab. We have maps already set up. I put that in my inventory. All right, there we go. I bought a T15. Oh, what the hell is this? We've been robbed. No one saw that. I don't know if our attack speed is good enough for this, but we'll find out real quick.
Didn't even break a sweat.
I think it's working. Kind of getting like stuck places. It's taking me to no man's land. I think I definitely still prefer Cyclone. I'm not a big Flicker, guys. But yeah, you could play Flicker if you want. It definitely gives you like less control over what you're doing for sure. Now this is PoE. It's something alright. I think you'd probably want to go for a little bit more attack speed if you're gonna do Flicker than the setup I have here. You could invest more into it. Go for like Feed the Furies, for example. Each of those is 15 attack speed, stuff like that. Yeah, so if you wanted to play Flicker with this, you could, I guess. I'm just not a Flicker fan. I don't like the lack of control personally myself, but if that's your sort of thing, sure. In the Relic of the Pact build, I see you have max endurance nodes allocated. How do you generate them? I have max endurance nodes allocated. How do I generate them? The hell are you talking about? Does this look allocated to you? Does this look allocated to you? Oh, you know what I think it is? I think it's you were looking at the version from last league where we had the really free Tender Embrace Endurance Charge gen. You could still get endurance charges technically through like deflection if you wanted to. So you could anoint that. That would give you endurance charge on block. I think he means no. He's looking at. I think he's looking at the 10D build from last league when we had Tender Embrace, which was just guaranteed endurance charge uptime. Different situation. All right, I was about to test Spell Cascade. Flicker does work for the guy asking about Flicker. I'm not really a fan of Flicker Strike. I'm gonna probably just relist the Flicker gems I just bought because I don't really want to. I prefer Cyclone. I prefer like the control over my character personally. But if you like Flicker, then power to you.
Might. I've made a trade.
Holy, that guy's build is annoying. Do I have Trickster Smite POB? I do not have a Trickster Smite POB. They're on the POB, Keck W. I don't know what POB you're looking at, dude, but I import my character based on the setup I have. I do not have max endurance charge allocated on the character. You can get them from a number of ways if you really want to. Stop asking me questions, okay? Figure it out. All right, back to testing. And this do look pretty much like old Spell Cascade, right? What the hell? What was that? Oh, that was the trigger dudes. Oh, I see. Those the mace, yeah, those the sands of time, boys. The sands of time. Or can we ask questions? I just don't want to deal with like somebody asks a question, I give them the answer, and then they want to argue with me about it. It's just annoying as hell. I don't want to deal with that. I said, hey, look, the character doesn't have endurance charges. He's like, but the POB. I don't know what POB he has. You can figure it out from wherever he got the POB from. You can watch the video related to it. To me, I'm guessing he has a POB from my 10D build from last league, which had a different mechanic because the graphs existed with Tender Embrace. Which I told him, and they wanted to like argue with me about it. Cascade. Yeah, that Cascade's definitely gonna like cook the audio, especially if we did it with Sands of Time. I do like Bladefall, but I can already tell that's gonna be a audio nightmare. Just ban life's too short to deal with people that argue out of all that. Bladefall I would like playing, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to deal with the audio nightmare that is this. It's already crisp in my ears. I love it. Yeah, it's a bit suspect on that regard. What other physical spell options do we have? Basically, I'm just trying to think if there's other decent options we could use with machinations. I guess technically with machinations, we could also be just like a fizz-based weapon or attack skill of some kind, right? If we wanted to try to use this support. What other physical spells do we have? What build are we working on? I haven't decided about what I'm going to do for my next character. I'm just looking at some options right now, Pohunger. Tornado. I do like Tornado. Tornado is a fun skill. If we did Tornado, we could do Unholy Trinity, right? Or what's the turbulence? It's Tornado of Turbulence, right? Turbulence. Is this considered a prismatic skill? It is considered a prismatic skill, which is neat. Prismatic skills obey the... Did you level up this character? Oh, this character was the flamethrower trap character. I'm just testing some things right now. Hey, Bentoni, how you doing, man? Appreciate the sub. What's the combat focus, right? Prismatic skills, Tornado of Turbulence, Wild Strike, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, combat focus, combat focus, combat focus. So you'd lose some gem slots for these, right? Cannot choose cold, cannot choose fire. So you could like eliminate this version, and then you'd always get a lightning tornado, and you could do Unholy Trinity with it, right? Potentially, if you had like this. Oh no! Oh, I need a chest. Or does it say not orb skills or something? It probably says not orb. Trigger skills and skills. Orb skills. Yeah, okay, of course, because screw orb skills. Heaven forbid people use orb tagged skills. Freaking. Does it say it can't work with orb skills too? No, it doesn't say that. Bladefall Lance. I don't really want to play Bladefall. I played Bladefall like somewhat recently. No fun allowed tag. Yeah. The thing is, it's like some of the orb skills aren't even like Tornado of Turbulence isn't particularly strong. Is the thing. Like I definitely would need the Unholy Trinity on it to make it work. Have I looked at the new Fisher Gem? No, I haven't looked at the Fisher Gem. Extend would be nice with the clear. Extend would be nice with the clear. Yeah, you wouldn't get any extra damage. It would just be a clear thing, though, which I guess is something, but I don't know if I really want to play just an Exang build. Not too sure about that. You can do a hit-based spell. Oh, that's one of the options. A lot of these skills, or a lot of these support gems support hit-based spell. We're just kind of looking at the options. Just kind of looking at the options. Other physical spells we have. Blade Blast. Yeah. Explosive Trap. Animate Weapon. EK. Reap. Reap would mean we'd have to be life-based for sure, right? That or we have to be like Whisper's Amulet or something to deal with the life cost. Blade Blast and loading quality gives AoE. You can put it with Eclipse support. I don't really want to do Blade Blast of unloading. Storm Call of Charthus? That is physical, isn't it? Storm Call of Charthus. There's a fizz dot and a fizz hit. Does it have a specific, like, does it have like a red animation or does it still look like a regular Storm Call? It does have a red animation. Ooh, I like that. Oh, dude, that's so blurry. That would be painful to look at. I feel like some of these skills, it's just like... I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the mood right now to, like, have a visual, painful thing to look at. Rip bitrate? Yeah. Like, I don't know if I really want to do something like that. I think I want something that I can appreciate looking at it. Some visual clarity. Not like, it doesn't have to be like that great of visual clarity, but I don't like the bitrate murder just looking at a blurry screen angle. That I am less sure about. Divine Ire we could do, right? Does this say no channeling? Brand skills, reservation, traps, mines. This doesn't say no reservation. That technically works with it. This technically works with it. So these two could work, right? Like if we had a full fizz to lightning conversion, and then we had enough, like it would be like half lightning, half chaos. This would technically work. Zoom. Zoom. It's a channeling skill. Are there any other versions of Divine Ire? Are there like alt versions that are strong? Divine Ire of Holy Lightning and Divine Ire of Disintegration. Let's take a look at these. I'll just buy one of each and just look at them in game. Not that are good. Are they mostly just worse than the base version? The Divine Ire variations. One's like a clear one and one's like a beam one, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, but we'll look at them again in game. Won't work with Scepter. It doesn't have to work with Scepter. Scepter's just one thing I kind of want to build around. I'm just looking through the options of things I'm interested in. Is all I'm thinking about. So this is beam deals X amount of damage per stage after the first. Let's say how many stages it goes up to. It goes up to like 20, right? Channel up. Max stages. Looks like it goes to 10. So it deals at 10 stages. You get a hit that is 26 times 50%. So it's like a 1300% effectiveness hit when you proc it. And then you get a bunch of small hits as you're channeling, right? Time to play Jolums. This could work with Jolums. I haven't decided what we're gonna play. This one just makes a big explosion, right? So instead of getting the 250 more, you get the 140 more, and it's slightly higher. It's 65%. It still goes up to 10, right? That's just a big AoE explosion. And this one is 15 times 0.65. So it's quite a bit less on its final hit compared to the beam, but I guess it's better clear, kind of. Disintegration is way more leaning on the beam, right? Channeling draws an energy around you, repeatedly build up stages, release the unleash, beam in front of you. Maximum of 10. Yeah, there's no hitting around you, right? It's just the beam. But it hits way harder. It could just be regular Divine Ire if we did it. You can play Frostwing and Wintry Blast on totems. You don't have to resummon them. And when I played it, I managed to get 66 million damage out of 20 div. I do not want to play Frostwing and Wintry Blast. That sounds pretty solid though. But like right now I'm looking for skills that work with the new support gems is kind of what I'm doing. Intensity doesn't work with this skill, right? Yeah, we wouldn't be able to go intensify. So we'd lose out on the free crit scaling because we'd be channel based, right? Crackling Lance works. Crackling Lance works with intensify stuff. It doesn't work with if I wanted to use Machination. That's just one of the options we're looking at. All the new supports. I'm just looking for something that actually synergizes with a lot of them, basically. Just looking at the options, that's all. Stormburst. Stormburst would work too. Stormburst has the new support as well, right? They made Stormburst better too this league. Spark is always the answer. Maybe if you're a boring... Why am I buying them? Could have bought that from the vendor. That dude's like, holy, I just sold it for 1 alk. So new Stormburst is side-by-side comparison. Base duration of 0.8. So it's a smaller base duration. Effectiveness is twice the amount. So you have the same orb jump rate. Deal 75 skill damage for each remaining. Deal 75 skill damage for each remaining. Why does it look like the text is different? Is the font just getting bigger or something? It's the same text, right? It just looks like the line's getting longer. The text is like getting bigger or something. It's messing with my brain. So this one just hits way harder. It also has a much better cast time. Definitely encourages you to like cast like this. Like, I don't know, it's a little bit weird. .4 meters of the base radius. I think that might just be the levels giving that potentially. Like level 1 versus level 19. Yeah, that's just the level of the gem. So you'd want to play it like this. To like get the, I don't know, that feels weird. Cause it's gonna be just jumping away. I guess with like the totems, it's not too bad because you just keep resummoning the totems. And it feels okay, but not sure I'm vibing with that angle. Wave of Conviction of Charthus is good too. Wave of Conviction of Charthus is pretty solid. Are Holy Relic Space Fizz as well? Hold on. They are base fizz, aren't they? Pretty sure they're fizz. I don't even know where the text is that says they're fizz or not. Is Lance gonna finally play the Transfigured Holy Relic? I like Holy Relic a lot. So these would technically work with... Oh, wait, no. This thing has no minions on it, doesn't it? Yeah, this doesn't work with minions. Yep. The Machination doesn't work. The Keystone thing. Any more iconic duo? It's not an iconic duo. I play a minion build once per league. If we had to vote for +1 for Divine Ire... I do like the Divine Ire and Holy Trinity angle. Because that would technically pair with the Machination angle. That would actually work, right? Minion packed for a build when? Minion packed for a build when? Never. I think that support gem's completely broken. Like, just broken and, like, it doesn't matter what you do. You're just gonna have infinite damage. It's good for the Scepter. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to do Wave of Conviction or Charthus. It is good for the Scepter, though, for sure. Would Divine Ire be an Excel Shrine angle? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think if I did Divine Ire, I would do it with, I'm not sure. Are we logging into LE? No, we're not logging into LE. I'm just considering options for builds to make. Glacial Cascade. The problem with Glacial Cascade is it's not going to work too well with Unholy Trinity because you have the base, like, cold conversion. So that kind of limits you a little bit in terms of usability. Lightning Tendrils? Yeah, we can do a Lightning Skill. That's the other option. Lightning Skill would be not Machinations. We could do Lightning with Unholy Trinity, and that would be a reason to use Overloaded Intensity. Which Overloaded Intensity is really good as well. That we could do lightning spells with, right? What other good lightning skills are there? Arc. Arc would be fun. I don't think we could do Overloaded Intensity with Arc, though, right? Because Arc is neither a projectile nor an AoE. Arc we could do with the chain support, right? We could do Arc, Greater Spell Echo, chain support, stuff like that, right? Mathel did arc build too, right? What was his approach? He did Sands of Time. Sands of Time looked good with arc. Sands of Time, Mathel. Does he put his POBs below? He did put his POB below. Yeah, he was doing Badge, Assassin, Impulsas. Well, that's hilarious. He just grabbed the Joffreys just because it was like the cheapest power charge on trade or something, probably. Absolutely based. Yeah, he was doing Greater Chain. Increased double crits. Is 93 usable? You can do a 2% reservation corruption, and they would give you an 80% one tick. It's usable. You can do that. Triggerbots with the Scepter is pretty great. Yeah, Scepter plus Triggerbots is pretty cool. And he was stealing Perfect Crime. We wouldn't get advantage of this. We would get advantage of Echo. We wouldn't be able to use Overloaded Intensity. We would be able to use Greater Chain, though, which would be nice. There's not really many lightning projectile skills, are there? Is that your weapon? No. I don't know if I'm going to build around Sands of Time or not. I'm just trying to think about the next build I want to play, Connor. Spark? Yeah, Spark. I don't want to play Spark, though, guys. I don't want to play Spark. Spark is just... It's too omnipresent, guys. It's too good. Spark will also become a bitrate thing pretty fast if we did Sands with it, for sure. Do Voltaxic Burst? No, Connor, no. I don't want to do... You do Voltaxic Burst! Don't put that on me, Connor! Don't put that on me. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do Voltaxic Burst. I don't want to... I don't want to do Voltaxic first. Lightning Conduit of the Heavens. This is an AoE. Lightning Conduit of the Heavens is the version that doesn't need... This is the version that doesn't need you to proc a shock before hitting the enemy, right? It's at the 6 enemies, 270 effectiveness, 0.7 damage, right? This would work with intensity, right? Does it look like they're casting? I mean, it does look like they're casting. It'd be a lot of zaps. Does Lightning Conduit have good cosmetic? I feel like it's like a boring looking skill. It's kind of expensive. It's kind of a big price to pay there just to make it look not bad, you know? You just dropped the extra try. What should I do? Voltaxic Burst? Guys, stop trying to get people to do Voltaxic Burst. Voltaxic Burst is a dangerous situation, guys. It's a dangerous situation. Lightning Conduit of the Heavens would work with Unholy Trinity. It would work with Overloaded Intensity. But do I want to play it, though? That I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Does it look like Sands of Time Angle? Not necessarily. I'm just considering my options right now. I haven't decided on what I want to play. I haven't decided. We're still looking at the options, okay? We're still looking at the options. It is on the short list though. Well, shortish list, kind of, I guess. When it was out so strong, yeah. Well, it had a good like base damage multiplier, right? We could technically do. We could give EK another shot. The problem with EK is its damage is just, its effectiveness is just really, really bad. It is one of the skills that could use all of these, though. Technically speaking, it could use all of them. Zombie of falling with no, I do not want to. I don't want to do falling zombies. No, please no, not that. No. Use Greater Spell Echo, Unholy Trinity, Machinations. Dude, we could use basically. Is there one more greater support we could use with it? That would top us off? Because technically we could use all three of these. We could use Greater Spell Echo. Is there any other greater supports we could throw in here for all exceptional gems? Spell Echo, yeah, we could do Spell Echo. Trying to think if there's any other one we could fit in there. Technically, I guess Greater Fork and Greater Chain you could do, but those don't really give you any damage. Communicate, that's not a greater support. Cascade, it's not an AoE, guys. I don't think there's any other one that would work. Eclipse, I mean, that's not really helping us, is it? We don't benefit from the quality, do we? What the hell is this? Ethereal. Yeah, not really, at least. You'd absolutely need plus levels. Yeah, it would probably need to be like an Empower. Which I guess you could argue that Empower is an exceptional gem, right? If it's Awakened Empower, it's an exceptional gem, right? Technically speaking. That does qualify. It has the tag? Yeah, it does have the tag. How much is Awakened Empower right now? Do I want to know? Awakened Empower. Corrupted, no. Whew. 70D, so that's going to be about 300 divines for a level 5 then. Yup. Just about. The mob would be like, what the hell, Lance? What's that support gem you got there? Pretty cheap? Yeah, pretty cheap. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. We could do poison based as well. We don't need all poison damage. Base spell crit chance is equal to your main hand. Does that help us at all? Not really. Elusive I like. Don't think this other stuff is particularly useful. Power charge is okay. I have 2 minutes to explain stuff is expensive. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's expensive, and I know that people are going to whine at me if I use something expensive. Not the end of the world, though. We can do it anyways. Why not Bladefall? Bladefall, I just don't want to do something that kills my bitrate right now. I like Bladefall, but I just don't really want to play with something that's going to murder my bitrate, which is what Bladefall will do. Bladefall will destroy the bitrate. It will murder it. We could do this, right? Could play Sabo.
My soul for a sip of wine.
Although Pal just murdered the price of Excel Belt, which is one of the ways we could get the Proj speed. How much are Proj speed tattoos?
Kulu.
They're 34 chaos. They're 34 chaos. If I grabbed... I throw knives and massacre. Let's grab a faster proj. I'm just going to try to get an idea of how much faster proj you need to get your projectiles to return. Because I don't remember. There's like a certain number of faster proj you need in order to have your projectiles return. I don't remember what that number is. 240, yeah, it got pretty expensive with the Pal doing an Excel belt build. I need return proj support for testing this. Return projectiles. We need to go to a really open area. What's a really open area that we can test this in? Without being too close to objects. Could you do multi-link gloves? Could we do multi-link gloves? Potentially. The thing I don't like about multi-link gloves is we would lose some of our cooler supports probably if we did multi-link gloves. I guess on Holy Trinity, technically, we wouldn't necessarily need, right? We could let go of that if we do poison-based at the very least. Oh, and we need pinpoint. I'm forgetting we need pinpoint for this too, don't we? So we're gonna need to... We probably have to let go of this anyways. Probably had to be greater spell echo, pinpoint, and power. 99 desert. Yay, the Falborn Coil is sold. Yeah, there's a lot of objects here. Go back to the coast. Yeah, so right now the only thing returning to us are just objects hitting walls. This is not any proj speed stuff. Proj speed's over here. It's reduced. This is 40 proj speed. What's the stat sheet show me my proj speed? Miscellaneous. Proj speed is 120. 153. It's like close to returning. Might be, I'm hitting walls, but maybe it's working at 150. It's like close-ish, right? Grab a quick large with some proj speed, or just grab a couple mediums. What's the proj speed cluster? Streamlined, I think is what it is. Repeater. Okay, not repeater. It's a different one. Okay, not shrieking bolts. Crew ward. Ooh, that's a good idea. Aerodynamics. Okay, that sounds right. Okay, that's more expensive than I want to pay. Well, freaking screw it. We'll pay it. I don't see. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Have that a crew reward.
Cool winds.
New build. Yeah, we're testing some things right now. We're looking at potential options for a new character. Putting in space, give me your necro build. I guess we had a command for budget earlier. All right, where's the Karui at? Karui ward, proj speed. Oh, dang it! No! 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 This is fine. This is completely fine. What about Nimbus? To save having to use return proj? Well, if we played Sabo, we don't need Nimbus, which is the idea. As return proj built in the Ascendancy. So put on E-blades to make this more visible. I mean, it seems like it's mostly returning. Around 180. Let's add a little bit more proj speed. And there is proj getting like eaten by the ground though. Only about half returning. Yeah, we need enough to return where you consistently get a hit is basically what it is. So in a way, it is kind of working. Okay. So theorizing a bit more, we could do Machination. We could do Perfect Agony. That would technically be another Keystone. That would give us an excuse to play. Like if we did Pinpoint Overload Intensity, Perfect Agony, Machination, like that would work pretty well. We'd lose Unholy Trinity. And we would go, what? Spell Echo plus, Awaken and Power. So we have a support gem that's like doubling our damage, because it's giving us like 100 gain. We have the Keystone that gives us, Unholy Might, so we convert to Chaos. And gives us Wither on hit. We have this thing, which is like, obviously giving us the, the Giga procs with trigger bots. I think this is a shell we could work with, right? Like if we go like this, right? We could do lucky crit. We might not need lucky crit. I think unlucky damage doesn't matter for poison. So this would just pair really well with perfect agony. Not going to cultist would be a shame. So much poison. Well, I'm kind of thinking we could steal like toxic delivery. 100% poison duration. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like that would pair pretty well. Toxic delivery. Is that expensive at all? It's probably cheap. Let's just check. Forbidden. Toxic delivery. Yeah, it's free. No one's freaking playing toxic delivery. I feel like that would work.
It's a gilded wonder.
I'll get a red one too. Holy 40 chaos. 40 chaos for a set. Now we're talking. Quick chat buy. Hey, chill. No. Don't buy any more than one. And especially don't buy it if you're not actually planning to play the build. But like that could work, I think. We could do Keystone Jewel. Overload intensity. Like this sort of thing. Now the thing is like, how the hell do I sell the cost though? Because I think this other stuff all works. We do the Nadir Jewel. Should make our crit capping pretty easily. What would we want with this? Just gonna buy 10 for me and the boys. Guys, don't do it. Okay, relax. Relax. Don't do it. Don't be that guy. You just do. We could do like this is a really good lab too. We might still do one of these other ones, but life tap imbue as always. Life tap imbue as always. Let's think about that option. Let's think about that option. We want to do a life tap imbue? I don't know. I mean, we could do low life. We could do the S shield technically. But if we were gonna do the S, like that would give us a like our tree would look really, really questionable. Would it look that questionable though? If I want a perfect agony build, I just start picking up random. Holy, dude! Imagine the Keystones, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Just yeah, give me every single one of them. Oh yeah, just freaking start clicking. It's fine. We'll get an elegant hubris too. So it's like we're not even like losing anything from clicking that. You start clicking just random. Oh, you click this one too? Okay, I can't click Supreme Ego. That's no, I can click it. I'll put the Elegant Hubris here and I click it. And then I click this. Oh my, look at how efficient our Keystone pathing is. Is there a jewel that allows you to pick Keystones in radius? Is there? Keystone radius. Keystones in radius can be allocated. The freaking intuitive leap. Wait, how big is the radius on this thing? I'm just gonna start clicking some more keystones.
It seems.
Hold on. Let's see. Massive radius. How big is this? It's not that big, guys. It's not that. I mean, okay, well here, oh my word, wait a second. Okay, Avatar Fire is just a complete brick. Glancing Blows sucks too. I don't know about that. Let me put it in a P. Let's read it. Items. Intuitive leap. Does this still not support Falborn items? What if I click update? Do we have Falborn items then? Don't save. You just copy and paste it from the game. It doesn't have Falborn items yet. Okay. So I'll just hover some areas and just see what it gives me. Look at all those keystones. Look at all those keystones, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, if I had this, it even reaches that thing. Well, I mean, how the hell would I get there though? What about over here? What about over here? What do we got? How many keystones? How many keystones we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically free damage. I don't know about free damage. It's what is it? 9% gain? How much gain is it even? Let me pull up the machination just to forge them again. Machination support gem. It's 9 gain per keystone. It's 9 gain per keystone, guys. It's not. It's gain 9. Impossible escape. Allocate the jewel socket. You can't do jewel socket with impossible escape. It's 9 gain. I mean, a 9 gain per keystone is still strong, right? That's still pretty good. It still is pretty good, right? Where the hell did I put that jewel down? I was looking at sockets. This, I do need blood magic, kind of. Resolute technique, that's just a pure brick. There's no other keystones there. I mean, I do kind of want blood magic. Do I actually just path it? If I was doing a low life through the shield, I would kind of need to path it, right? Runebinder agnostic. Called Arms is free as well. Where the hell is Called Arms at? I guess it's right here. Yeah, it's kind of free. Okay, let's think about this. Let's just think about this a little bit. Okay, hear me out. So we start over here. Hold on. Shadow. Start over here. Start just yoinking keystones. Don't mind me. 9% gain per keystone. Don't mind me. Just getting all the keystones. Yeah, I think I will. You know, why not? Okay, what are we sitting at here? Is this giving us? Perfect agony. I don't know, guys. This is a questionable situation. How many keystones do I have, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would give me a split if I traveled all the way over here. Cluster. I have 3 clusters. Larges are pretty good for us. Does Skin of Lords work for this? Would it work? Probably. Is Necromantic Aegis a brick? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's probably a brick. We probably can't click that. That's a good call. We probably can't click Necromantic Aegis. The retail one works. Did I miss an obvious one? Oh, my word. Heck yes. That's +1, baby. Timeless Jewel Convert. I think we put Timeless Jewel Convert, like... Is here a good spot? Here would be an okay spot for the Jewel Convert. Because then we could convert Supreme Ego. Right? We could also put it some other places, too. Wind Dancer. I don't think we want to grab Wind Dancer. Because that's just going to make us take more attack damage. I don't think we could take Wind Dancer, guys. I don't think that's in the cards for us. I wish it was in the cards for us, but I don't think it's in the cards for us. Probably can afford to get away with an unnatural here, right? Do an unnatural and a jewel like this, probably. Or go like that. Get cast speed and movement speed. Mage Bane should be fine. Yeah, but I'd have to path the Mage Bane. We're trying to grab the easy Keystones, guys. Val Shield. I don't want to use the Val Shield, guys. Val Shield forces your build into this like awkward situation of using this shield, which freaking screw that. Thread of Hope. Does Thread of Hope work for... Does Thread of Hope work for Keystones? I don't even freaking remember. Where's somewhere where it would like line up with some Keystones? Nope. Just gonna start putting it in random places. Are we hitting any Keystones around here? Hey, that hits a Keystone. Not that I wouldn't want a Thread of Hope that though. I would definitely not like. We'd want a large cluster, right? Could get glancing blows. We don't want to use a. We don't want to use a jewel socket to get a. Like we would need to be hitting like multiple useful things. Let me put it like in some of these sockets and see. We would need to put it in like some of the sockets where we actually get some other stuff with it, right? That doesn't quite reach. It's a bit too large there. Like we need like some other value points on the way, right? What about hollow palm technique from a small cluster? We could use some of those potentially. I don't know how much I want to use those though, but that is technically an option. Use other radius threads. Yeah, we could check the other radius threads. Does this reach there? That doesn't reach there. I just checked massives because it just gives you. Oh, this hits Wicked Ward. What else does this hit? Does this hit anything else useful? Arcane Will. Nah, this stuff's not too good. It does hit Wicked Ward though, if we wanted that. The Katava Keystone is basically free. Okay, but the question, okay, 9 gain fizz is good, guys, but it's not, I don't think it's good enough to be worth a jewel socket though. So we have to like keep the context here. I don't think threading for a, like if we threaded to hit a thing, it would have to come with some extra value is what I'm saying. Like it'd have to have some other nodes that are with it as well to warrant it. What is this tree? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't you worry. Put the threads away. People are getting suspicious. Put the threads away. Nothing to see here, okay? Nothing to see here. Don't look at the threads. Don't look at the threads, okay? Don't look at the threads. Definitely don't do the 2-pointer there. Resolute Technique's a brick. I do like the idea of, like, larges are super efficient for us, right? Because of Overwhelming Malice. Voices into hella Keystones. Guys, it's only 9 gain fizz. That is, you can get more damage out of just a rare jewel, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we get more more damage out of a rare jewel. I'm like fairly certain.
I miss sleeping, dreaming.
Try very large on the endurance power charge. It hits 3 rune binder. Okay, we can try very large there. I'm interested. Items, thread, very large, add. Where's the Templar spot? Where is it? Swear to me. It does not hit. Does not hit glancing. Did you mean? Hold on. Let me down the size a little bit. Let me down the size. Maybe you meant large. Large save. Still doesn't hit. I mean, Divine Shield you'd already be pathing past, right? I don't think we can even do this, to be honest. I think this is a brick unless we somehow get armor. I use on armor striker, it does hit. Is POB just wrong then? POB thinks it doesn't hit, but it does hit type of thing. Oh, what the hell? Why did it make me path the nodes for? I guess I didn't have them unspec'd. All right, cool. The thing is, though, does it give us anything else that's valuable? Light of Divinity's okay. I guess it gives us sovereignty. Sovereignty doesn't really help us, though. I don't think this would be worth the pathing. Guys, like, come on. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my word. This is value. Dude, look at this freaking spot. This is definite value. 8, 9. We already have, like, almost 10. What's the mana cost, though? Well, we solved the cost by going Blood Magic Eternal Youth, right? Mage Bane, that's like 5 points away, guys! Is 9 gain fizz worth 5 passives? Come on. Mana cost doesn't really matter. Well, if we do Blood Magic Eternal Youth like this, then we should be fine, right? Why are we doing this? What kind of question is that? Why are we doing this? The hell are you talking about, man? You have 11 with Timeless? Yeah, if we do Timeless here, we pick up 1 here as well. For the love of the game, exactly. Are there any other easy keystones we pick up? If I do a I can pick up this if I do like this. Could I fit 4 clusters? I could fit 4 larges with this technically. So, things we're currently missing with a tree like this. We are missing crit chance. Which, if I go Mage Blood, we could just use a Diamond Flask. If I have Lucky Crit plus Overloaded Crit, we're probably like 99 effective with no crit investment. But we still would want the, we would still want a Crit Mastery, though. Right? Like, we definitely would still want a Crit Mastery. Which would give me a perfect excuse to get 1 more Keystone! Great freaking thinking, guys. Hell yes. Just go over here. Just get 1 more. Just add it to the count. We got plenty of passives, I think. Wait, okay. Calculating. 20 passives. Yeah, we're fine. He's deranged. I am not deranged. I've never been more alive. I've never felt more alive. Why is your character level 137? I had to pick up a few more keystones. Don't worry about it. I think I like what I'm looking at, guys. Does this not look like perfection right now? Does this not look like it's beautiful pathing? Look at all those keystones. Ancestral Bond is 2 points away. What do you have to say before I throw you in the cellar? What do you have to say for yourself? What do you say in your defense? How do you plead? I put a Kappa? You think that protects you? You just say whatever you want if you put a Kappa. No. That's not how this works. Guilty. Lock him up. EO. We can't go EO, guys. Right? Yeah, we can't go EO. We're going Perfect Agony. What does EO say? Ailments can't count for being crits. Yeah, we need to go. Yeah, we can't go EO. Go 3rd Scion socket for Transcendence Jewel. My axe. Show Demo QT. Appreciate the sub. Transcendence Jewel. Wait, why would we be going Transcendence Jewel exactly? Sushi died. Sushi mirror giveaway. What are you guys talking about? Oh, somebody just voided. Mirror giveaway. TTV sushi. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Twitch.tv spicy sushi. Don't mind me, real quick. I'm just gonna exclamation point enter. Exclamation point mirror. Did I win? Question mark. Got to message him in game too, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Why am I already getting spammed?
Where is he? Sir, your giveaway mirror command seems to be broken.
Mirror, please. Mirror, please. How is this guy's name just empty? Hello?
Dude, that's so troll. You can't even do anything about it. That's crazy.
That is...
Dude, that is a toxic void death. Poor Sushi, man. Imagine, guys, you gotta have control. You can't just start spamming him just because he had somebody voided with a mirror giveaway in his name. That's messed up stuff. That is messed up stuff right there. Isn't that what you did? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay. This is a joke. It's just a prank. It's only slightly only a little, just a little tiny bit of hypocriticism. Don't worry about it. How much is Impossible Escape with Supreme Ego? How much does that cost? Impossible Escape plus Supreme Ego. 13 chaos. Guys, this is a budget character. I think we all can agree. We are making a budget build right now. 40C Forbidden Flesh and Flame, 13C Supreme Ego. We're looking good right now. We are looking good. I only have 12C. Well, then it's not affordable for you, buddy. I hate to break it to you, but you don't have enough money. Unless maybe get on your knees and beg. You'll convince somebody to sell it to you. I don't know. It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta live with that situation. What's the teal looking herald effect? That is the automaton herald effect. That is the automaton. Dude, Elegant Hubris. MVP of the league. Caspero, my goat. I need to remind myself what even fits in this Impossible Escape because I don't remember. We can get technically these 5 notables. That's not terrible, right? That's aight. I think we can argue that's aight. Okay. Select stats. What would we even need? Global Fizz. Crit multi. What else is even useful for us? Frenzy on hit. We want at least one of those. We're not going to do block or recover on block. We're going to be missing an important defensive layer. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Reservation, efficiency. Screw that. Endurance charge. Yeah, we like that. We like that. That's solid. Power charge on crit. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Within the radius, within the dome. Look at that. The trifecta. Hey, look at that. 3 divines. Nice. Gives every charge type plus some crit multi. That's kind of sick. What does that look like? See what that looks like in game. So why are we POBing? We're just looking at tree pathing for potentially trying to build around the machination support, getting a bunch of keystones. That's pretty dang cool. It literally gives all of them power, frenzy, and endurance, and crit multi. That's a pretty cool Elgin Hubris. We're still gonna be like hella needing we still would need like actual percent damage scaling. We're gonna have a stark lack of percent damage scaling, but this would work, right? This would work. What's the is it gone right? I don't have to look it up. There's one for 60. You still have a chance. If we even end up using this. Flippers beware. I can change my mind at any moment. Beware, flippers, okay? Beware. I can literally change my mind at any moment to screw you guys. Does Lance know about the Falborn? Yeah, we were looking at the Falborn version of Intuitive. I don't think it's particularly practical, okay? I don't think it's particularly practical. I enter this stream. What about it, Abaxeth? Is there a problem when you entered the stream? Is there a concern you'd like to bring forward? Is there an issue, officer? Okay, so one thing I'm noticing right now with our master plan is the heck am I gonna do about the proj speed situation? I already flipped your whole future character. Okay, you need to relax, man. Tattoos. Okay, well, yeah, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Let me get this so it's not covering the screen. We right now we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 dex nodes in this entire tree. We have 3 dex nodes in this entire tree. That's proj feed on it. So we are this current plan is lacking. It is lacking the proj speed angle. We could. I still need blood magic as a thing. We still need blood magic is the thing. Instead of going Iron Will, well, oh no, I need Eternal Youth. We do need Eternal Youth. Excel belts down to 170 div. I kind of was liking the idea of playing a Mage Blood, to be honest. Will, you're cooking. We're looking at doing a build with a lot of the new support gems. So Machination, Overload Intensity. We're thinking about doing a Sabu with Sands of Time. I guess low life damage doesn't really help us if we're going poison, does it? So technically speaking, we could go Whispers CI. Not an Adorn build? No. Is that a scenario that gets us back a lot of passives to get the proj speed? Because we do need a lot of like tattooed proj speed essentially. It'd be so much better if they fix the dot cap. Are you trying to get me started on dot cap right now? That's a dangerous road to play. That's a dangerous road to play, my friend. Imbue the faster proj support. That is gonna get us some faster proj. It's not gonna get us a ton though. Could go this way. Do a little bit of that. CI Keystone. This definitely gets us more Keystones if we're going through here. Eternal Youth we don't necessarily think about. What's wrong with using a Mage Blood? It's just to keep it. I'm thinking with like, you know, it's like retro type of thing almost. Let go of some of this too. So I'm trying to look at a world where we get to go around here. We get to click a lot of these keystones. And then that gets us a bunch more proj speed. Because now we can do this, right? Does Monowattles count as keystones? It would, but then you're wearing Monowattles, which is the big problem with Monowattles is you're wearing it. And do you really want to be wearing Monowattles? That's the question. Probably screw this pathing, honestly. I would need to do... If I wanted to click this, I would need to do a Jade Flask, but that's fine, right? That's okay. We can click a Jade Flask. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And brings us through ES scaling. Is there any other value we get out of these nodes close by? What is this, 326? I'm just trying to get out of the Shadow Start, man. We're doing Elegant Hubris, and we're thinking about tattooing some stuff. We need, basically, I need proj speed, is essentially what's occurring is. And if we're gonna get proj speed, then I need to, we have to give up this pathing, I think. The question is, can we solve mana without whispers? Can we get the mana cost to be reasonable? What's Ethereal Knives base cost? Ethereal Knives, PoE Wiki. What's this for? We're looking at a potential new build. I want to play with some of the new greater supports. So right now we're theorizing EK Saboteur. EK Saboteur. So it looks like the base cost is around 24-25. How much would that put our mana cost at? So if we had Machination, Overload Intensity, Pinpoint, look at the cost of Spell Echo. What's the cost of Empower? 130. There's like no way, right? Like, all right, we're gonna destroy our mana, especially once we added the Keystone costs. Might as well 2x this. It's gonna be like a 200 base cost. We sure as hell aren't solving that with a flat mana reduction. Like, it would have to probably be, it would probably have to be Whispers. Eldritch Battery. Yeah, let me just delete my defenses. Let me just do that. Play just a life-based character and have no EHP. Sounds like a great idea. Said no one ever. Eldritch Battery's not the play, my friend. It's not the play. Not the play. Are we forced into any uniques right now? We're forcing in Sands of Time, right? Obviously. We're not really forced on Ring. Dude, Sushi's getting bombarded, poor guy. His new Void name, yeah, he's getting bombarded. I think Whispers would be fine. Check the latest Void. I saw, guys. I saw that he got hit again. 3 rings with mana reduction? Yeah, I don't really want to do 3 ring Ascendancy. What Ascendancy do I want to do? I'm kind of down to just do Sabo DR, to be honest. Just keep it classy with Sabo DR. Do any of these other things really help us too much? I guess the Tiger Ascendancy is pretty good, right? There's a bunch of cast speed and some crit chance. Val skills, there's nothing about our setup that's related to Val skills, guys. There is no relation to Val skills in this situation. So it counts as Keystones. Would it count as Keystones? Yes, I think. But it's not synergy with anything else we're doing. I think it would either be Tigers or we'd be grabbing or it'd be grabbing Born in the Shadows type of thing. Is what it would be. I'm down for just Born in the Shadows. Running like a Jade Flask. %gain, all I have to do is recraft 20% of your gear. That's a little bit more involved than that. Vivid Cat Ascendancy with elusive scaling with Nightblade agnostic. The elusive ascendancy is like really, really bad, I think. Let me find it. Where are you, elusive ascendancy? It's increased effective mark while you have elusive. 50% chance to be removed to 100%. Yeah, this is just... This ascendancy is really despair, I think. It's pretty good with Nightblade support. I think it's okay if you care about the mark effect. That's outside the mark effect, I don't know, man. I mean, theoretically, if we wanted to force something like this, we could say, instead of doing poison, instead of doing toxic delivery, we could say, hey, let's go hit based. In which case we'd give up a Keystone, and then we could steal the elusive ascendancy from Assassin. That would be like one of the options, I guess. What's the elusive ascendancy cost for the Assassin? Mistwalker. Flippers and shambles, yeah. I'm just gonna keep mentioning different forbidden flames. They're gonna keep being like, no! Stop! we could do hit base with this. Like that still works if we don't want to necessarily do poison. I already bought 30 of them. We'll prepare to sell 30 of them, buddy. I do kind of like that idea a little bit. Elusive is fun to play with. There is the new Elusive Mastery, right? Feels really good with the new Elusive Runegraft, yeah. And that would technically... Does Sniper's Mark work with Return Proj? It doesn't, right? Because that would give us, like, if we wanted to go Sniper's Mark, there would be kind of an angle there, right? It does work with Sniper's Mark? Oh, interesting. That is interesting. We don't have any, I still would have to, like, self-cast my Mark, though. It's not like we have Mark on hit, right? You have any, idea of Shocknova MTX? I don't know if there's any Shocknova MTX or not. That I don't know about. About to buy every Shadow Forbidden and just go through the entire list. Yeah, this one looks good to me right now. I don't know, guys. I don't know about doing the elusive thing. Because this Ascendancy is just, I don't know. This definitely pairs a lot better with something like Nightblade. And this Ascendancy here pairs better with Poison because the unlucky damage. I'm not making stuff up, right? Poison doesn't care about lucky versus unlucky, I think. Should I look up like ailments? Correct. Okay, I'm not crazy. So like that's like one of the advantages for this is if we did poison base, we're getting around the unlucky damage downside, and then it just feels like it's getting an upside thing. I think I'm pretty content to do like this and go like Jade Flask angle. I'm fairly content to do that. You are crazy, but you are also correct. Thanks, man. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Like these nodes are all like pretty, like this is one of those situations where these all these nodes actually feel good to click on Sabo. You got an Imgur? What the? Captain Lance 9? What the hell? What is this? I don't know what the hell's going on here. I haven't even used that support gem the whole league. What is that? Is that the Val Temptation support? Is that the guy? There's this guy like trying to upsell me. Please use Val Temptation, Lance. Please use it. That's probably him. He's probably like he's like trying to make the flip of a century. He just needs to get me to decide to use the skill. This support gem. That's all he's got to do. Oh, that is funny. What in the hell is that? The long con, yeah. Yo, Keith, what's going on, man? How you doing? Okay, I think we're back on the poison angle. Toxic delivery, poison crits do more damage. Cover life on kill doesn't help us, but I think I like this angle. And I'm feeling the old mage blood. I'm feeling this is a mage blood angle. We've been doing Shrine belt the whole league. I think it's time for an old mage blood belt time. Alert buy again? Yeah, you might need to buy again. You might need to rebuy. Finally a budget build. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Mage blood's the budget item. That is wild to say. How many keystones do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we pump those numbers at all? We have lost a couple keystones. I don't think this is worth it because that just loses 20% less curse effect. Eldritch Battery is a suicide button. Ghost Reaver, if we could somehow have enough hit damage, I guess could work. We could maybe make that work. I'm not too confident, though, if we have no extra crit damage and we're like a crit build. This I'm not too confident in. Everything feels lands between a POV. Okay, relax. We're not gonna do a full. We're not gonna do a full on POV. We're just planning out like a rough, like our tree pathing. I'm not making any items or anything like that. You just calm down there for a sec, buddy. About the leech wheel with the mastery. Okay, so the thing I'm a little bit concerned about is I don't know if our hit-based damage is gonna be enough for this to actually be like relevant. Leech. I mean, we could try it and see how it feels, right? I'd be a little bit concerned that we won't really do enough damage for the leech to be good. Baby rage? Why are you baby raging? Oh, because you hit the wrong attack speed mod? Hey, it's still a good looking staff. That's still a good looking staff. You added the wrong attack speed mod into the bloodline, and it came back to haunt you. I listen, I did that a couple times where I added in like some bad attack speed mod, but luckily it died. Clip and ship? What are you clipping and shipping?
Finally a budget build? Yeah, isn't that crazy? Mage wants the budget item.
I mean, that's not even like. The funny thing is that Magewood literally isn't the expensive belt anymore. It screams of the desiccated, right? Like that's just the current situation. It just is what it is. It literally is it's the cheap belt if you think about it, which is just weird to say. Somehow I've decided the 4 mirrors for a belt is just okay. It's kind of crazy, right? You have this belt that's multiple mirrors, and Magewood would fit inside that belt 20 times over or whatever. Headhunter's the belts? No, Headhunter's just trash. That's what Headhunter is. We somehow power craft Magewood. I think that's a bit overstated. I think legitimately Shrine Belt I think it's a bit overglazed. I love Shrine Belt. I played a lot of Shrine Belt, but I think it's in its like honeymoon phase. It's the new thing. People want to play with it. But like the thing about Shrine Belt is it forces you into some build deficiencies. It forces you into a lot of times not getting 90 all res, which Mageblood pretty much always lets you do. It forces you into a lot of times a bad movement speed character. Like there's some significant downsides you do when you click the Shrine Belt. Outside of like the Omega perfect shrine, like outside of like XL plus resistance, like you're usually sacrificing something. Like you kind of need a double Shrine Belt type of thing in a lot of ways. I think it's a bit overrated. I like the Shrine Belt a lot, but I do think its current the weight it's pulling is overstated. We could do Wicked Ward, technically. I don't know if I want to do. We're not a trickster, so I don't think we really want to do Wicked Ward. Do you think 100 mirrors is a real price? I don't. Maybe somebody will actually pay that amount. I think people are making up numbers and not really thinking about it. I think 100 mirrors is kind of crazy. Did that guy end up listing his belt? The guy who found the XL plus resistance? Well, it's not listed, so who knows? He paid 5 for it. That you're talking about Echo Resist. There was an Excel resist somebody found today. Will, I think you're talking about a different belt. The guy said he wasn't selling the guy who found it today. Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool because it's kind of like a one of a kind thing. I don't think it's going to stay one of a kind. I think Suresh is going to. I think Mirage is going core, and it's going to start. There's going to be more generated. Echo Resist was only 5 mirrors. No, that's what the guy who sniped it got it for. Which that was probably like it was definitely worth more than 5 mirrors. 100 mirrors I think is a little bit crazy though. Freaking Captain Dance. The imposter. Can't trust that guy anywhere. Can't trust that guy anywhere, I swear. All right, I'm liking this situation, guys. I'm liking the situation. We'll probably start this build tomorrow. We'll start, like, leveling it. But I'm thinking EK, Poison. We'll probably do Whispers to solve mana, because otherwise I don't know how the hell we're going to solve it. But we're going to go Machination, Overloaded Intensity, Pinpoint, Spell Echo, Return Prods, Sand at the Time, Saboteur. And that's that. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be fun to play. We'll see if the Theorycraft actually works. We'll start like leveling it tomorrow. But tonight I got to go early. It's a bit of a short stream. I'm going to be picking up the kids. So I will see you guys all later. And tomorrow we'll do a longer stream to make up for today being a short day. But I'm happy with the rough game plan we got going here. I will send you guys over to... Let's go to Pox. Let's go to Pox. Looks like Pox is doing a SSF fresh start. he has noob text for not playing last epoch. Dude, he's had enough people come in and be like, Pox, are you playing? And he's lost. He's no more. He's tired of answering the question. He got the noob text out. He got the noob text out. Hey, he'd rather do a fresh start in SSF than deal with last epoch. That's kind of based. A fresh start in the best league ever. Reasonable choice, I say. Reasonable choice. All right, enjoy Pox's stream. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow, we'll begin the EK Sabo. So, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a good rest of your evenings, everybody.